supposed to be live.
Nigga, ain't nobody got here to hustle but you, so everybody else was just ready.
You just weren't going to
You
say that
just
we're going
always
live?
mess up the intro every time.
But you weren't going to let us know that we were
You always
going
mess up
live? Introduce
the
show,
intro.
please.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is Sunday morning. That means it is time for the Get Right Radio Show. I am Kelvin Unique.
No, Christopher Armani.
And Eric is somewhere in the abyss of America running around looking crazy because we don't know where he is.
I think Eric is the new Carla.
I think Eric is the new Carla. I'm going to actually make him Jay. He's Jay or
Yeah.
Junior because like
One of them.
he's never on time. He ain't never got his stuff together. But no, it's a good show because one, it is the 60th episode of the Get Right Radio Show. That means we done did it 60 times. That's a lot of times. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
But also, it's gonna be fun because I got all my peoples in the room with me. They can hear y'all if y'all. The mics are on, so if y'all yell, they can hear y'all. But yeah, nobody yelled. If y'all are y'all here or no? Okay. My goodness. So yes, make sure everybody downloads the Good News Radio app. Make sure you're calling in to the number 323-900-0478. And also, if you're in the chat box, let us know what you're talking about today. Chris, how are you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. I feel like I was kind of stressed when you were stressed about
Yeah.
this party. But,
Yeah.
other than that, it was good. I had fun yesterday.
Good.
I was knocked out at the restaurant.
You still have on your sunglasses
But I'm not hungover or anything. I just haven't took them off yet.
since last night.
Yeah.
You slept in
No, I
them.
didn't wear you.
You slept in them. I really feel like you slept in them.
Yeah. How
That's
was your
good.
week? How was start from Sunday to this Sunday?
Last Sunday to this Sunday?
Like in preparation for the party.
Well, you know what? When I'm not a party planner. I can throw an event, but I've never like thrown a party, right? So like put together like a pageant or like put together like a show, but throwing a party is
And mind
totally
you, he
different.
thought none of y'all were coming.
He
He thought nobody was coming.
I was prepared for two people. We were just if two people showed up, we was gonna have a good old time in the Lord.
He
But
literally
that's
thought nobody was coming to this party.
I really did. So if you came, you came. Oh well. No, but and then people started to slowly arrive. My first guest arrived on Tuesday. Corbin got here Tuesday, and then everyone else started arriving. And I was like, oh, snaps, we actually have to have the party. So, like, as we continue with the week, everything's going great. My cake's great.
Them
I
cake
find
pops?
Danielle,
Them cake pops?
that's all people
Oh,
have
my
been
God.
texting me and telling me in my DMs,
Cake
like,
pops were
the
the
cake pops was
Yeah.
like
Cheeseburger.
I'm mad I didn't get no cookies, though. Keith told me the cookies was A1.
I got a cookie, too. And the Rice Krispie treats.
I just had the cake.
I still have the whole cake. I have not cut the cake.
I know, because I wanted some.
I know. I'm gonna cut it. I have two cakes in the refrigerator. The other cake from Friendsgiving hasn't been cut yet neither. So hey, guess what we have at the house?
Look, when I get home,
You
I'll
You,
get
got, you gotta ask Chris how many cake pops he actually had. I don't think he might be
6.
embarrassed. You had 6?
Chris, you had
Six.
6 cake pops. That's why I had no
I had
more cake
6.
pops.
No, but I didn't, because I saw that people were eating them, and I'm like, let me go see what they're about. And I asked Danielle if were any nuts in them. She said no. So as soon as I had one, I had 6.
Those were
And you know I don't like red velvet
So
like
if you
that.
would like to give me, what's that? What's 250 times 6?
We don't got to worry about it. We don't even got to talk about
My
it.
sister's an accounting major. She's an
We
accountant.
don't have to talk about numbers right now.
Okay. No, but so everything's going great. We go out Friday night to celebrate Corbin's birthday, right?
Mhm.
And I get a phone call at like 1:30 in the morning. And I'm like, who the hell's calling me at 1:30 in the morning? It's not my mama or it's somebody that I love. Like, what's going on? So then they text me, and it's like, hey, there's a problem with the plumbing at the study, but it's a venue next door that you could use, but it's $1,500 to rent out. So you have to like get $750 in cash bar sales. So I'm like, bro, like my party's like in like today. Like in
Right.
like
In an hour.
5-6 hours, right? So I'm like, okay, we just have to do that. We just have to. That morning we all got up. I was like, okay, this could work. Just $750 in the bar. That's if 75 people show up, everybody buys one drink at $10. We can do that. Or if 35 people show up and everybody's like 2 drinks at $10, and we can do that. That's easy. That's easy. We could make that. Then here comes 10:30 a.m.
The day of the party.
the day of the party. What's that? 4 hours before?
Mhm.
Oh, I get a text message. No, actually, I get a phone call from the lady I've been talking to. And sex, have I talked to the guy who's the promoter? I'm like, no. So then Troy calls me and says, like, he called him last night because I was out of it the night before.
Why
so
did
I
you call
couldn't-
Troy?
Because Troy talked to him on the phone while we were out because I
You
was
were-
celebrating
Oh,
life.
Okay.
I couldn't have a coherent conversation. That wasn't going to happen that time. No. So then he's like, we can't have it anywhere. Like the venue's canceled. Like the plumbing's all through. Like we had the events had to be like 10 o'clock at night, but it wouldn't be private. It had to be open to the public. So I said, oh, okay. So they said, like, we're going to get you another venue. So they take me to this clothing store on Melrose. The trashiest of trash clothing stores.
What clothing store?
Yeah. No. I'm not going to do that. Because they may be from Compton. And I don't want them to come find me. But it was a nice spot, but they told me they wasn't going to put up their clothes.
So,
Like they was gonna have like the clothes out.
So we were dancing with the clothes racks.
With the clothes racks. I'm not buying this ghetto foo stuff. So if something was to happen, because obviously somebody's gonna say something happened to something just to get some money.
Right.
Because there's drinks, there's cake, there's people, drunk people, high people, people touching stuff. Nah, I'm not here for. Then here's something like, yeah, it's gonna be $17 an hour for security. You need 2 security guards. God bless you on your journey. So at that moment in life, we scrambled and called Josh, and Josh is the MVP.
How come you didn't call him originally? Like, why wasn't he the first?
The original plan was to use the rooftop. It honestly was the original plan. It was free, and it worked. But then I was like, people want to drink, and then I wanted to have a closed environment so people can sit down. So I started looking for a venue. But I think God just came in full circle and was like, Kelvin, just have this on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the rooftop.
Yeah.
Shout out to the rooftop.
Yeah. So yeah. So in order that we gotta play. Hold on. What I got?
I already know what you about to play.
Where's it at? I don't see it. Oh, here we go.
Long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King Jesus, long as I don't need nobody else.
And this Sunday, we didn't do this. God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is good.
All right. How was y'all at the mic? Rose here, Shay's here at the mic. We got Jeremy at the mic. How was y'all week? How have y'all experienced with LA thus far?
It's been awesome. Good time.
You got to talk in the mic, love. Let me.
Oh.
There you go. If you can't hear yourself, we can't hear you. It's okay, bro.
It's been a good time. Shout out to the popcorn girl.
Shout out to the popcorn.
To the popcorn girl.
Shout out to the popcorn girl.
I think they had some edible popcorn.
Yeah, and y'all
Well,
was
hold
smashing
on.
it like it was
Popcorns
movie
that were
popcorn.
edibles, because all popcorn should be edible. So
Right.
edible popcorn.
And y'all was smashing it like it was movie popcorn.
And it was the bomb.
Y'all really, y'all really
I
were.
forgot it wasn't movie popcorn. It was that flavor.
Y'all ever had the popcorn that come in the black and white bag? I forget what it's called.
Smart.
The smart pop, but it's like
White
really
cheddar?
cheddary.
Yes.
That's how that popcorn tasted last night.
Oh my god.
It
With the
tasted
like butter.
Did y'all finish it? Like, is it gone?
It's close.
I don't know. I don't even know how much was in it. I got a half empty bag and say, happy birthday. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. For the half empty bag of popcorn. Then I put it back in the other bag, so I don't know where it is now.
The popcorn was in the turnip bag.
It's in a
over
safe
there,
place.
It's
but
in a
I
safe
don't-
place.
It's seeds.
I don't know if it's still in the turnip bag.
Y'all
or
brought a
not.
turnip bag? Is that the turnip bag?
Yes.
What's in the turnip bag?
What's in the bottle? What's in it, Ray?
What's in the turnip
Party
bag, Ray?
juice?
Come on, Ray. Show.
Ray,
in
come
the
to the
turnip
mic. Let
bag?
us know what's in the turnip
Come on,
bag.
Ray. Tell us in the party bag.
This is just a little morning mimosa. Just
Okay.
A little morning mimosa.
Turn up.
Got a Polaroid just to take.
Yeah, some nice
Okay.
picture, Polaroid
If you
camera.
have a mimosa, you gotta boom.
Uh-huh.
That's a real Polaroid camera.
Oh.
Uh-oh, what was that?
Yeah, that's it for the party time.
Okay. I didn't know what was else in there. Somebody sneaking off.
I feel like this was the adult version of like spring break for me.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a spring break right now.
You know, the older I get, the more I realize I can't really hang like that.
No.
Homecoming taught me that.
Right.
And now, this weekend, definitely taught me that.
If it wasn't for Sherman coming in the room this morning and waking me up, I think I would still be asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sherman. Yeah.
Thank you, Sherman, for waking everyone
It wasn't
up.
a pleasant, but hey. Sherman had a wig on when I saw him this morning.
That was his bonnet, actually. That was his bonnet.
Yeah, Sherman had a full lace on. A full lace with an invisible part. And a mean swoop.
That bonnet
Thank
is
you,
crazy.
Patrice. All right, I don't know where Eric is.
Well, Shay and Jeremy got to talk about their week.
Yeah, Shay and Jimmy, tell me what y'all week. How was y'all week?
Ladies first.
Shay, this your first time in LA?
Yeah, this is my first time in LA.
Oh, okay. Oh. She got a Shaka Khan here on, so she can't put
Thank
over her
you.
head.
Requested by Calvin Unique himself.
Yeah, it looks nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, how was your experience here in LA thus far?
No, thus far it's been pretty well. I'm actually exercising for a change, so that's great.
The walking?
The walking, yeah.
No one drives. Because parking is stupid.
It's very.
You have to pay to park everywhere.
It's
Everywhere.
stupid.
And that's like why I'm never.
So stupid.
When I had a car, I appreciated my car. But after it got totaled, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to Uber everywhere. Because parking is like $15.
$20.
On top of gas.
$25.
And then you got to keep paying the meter. It's
Then if it's an
inappropriate.
event, it's $40.
Yeah.
God, that is
No
so crazy.
thanks.
Yeah. And then parking trying to get home.
Stupid.
It's trash, too. That's all you had to say?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so many mass communications major in the room, but no one has anything to say. Everyone has a fake degree. Fake degrees.
The shade. Damn.
Fake degrees. Everybody just hand them out. What's your major? I don't know. Here you go. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Vernell just announced a name, said graduation. Nobody got a cap on, just handing cards. Everybody just walking past. Thank you so much. Jimmy, how was your week?
I actually just moved here 2.5 months ago, so my stay here in LA has been very unique. It's the best word to say for it. It's been very unique. I like it though. I like the weather. I'm from Houston, Texas, so it's very different here.
Does it snow in Houston?
No, it does not snow in Houston. It freezes actually.
Okay. So I get like cold rain
Yeah, and wind.
and wind.
It sucks.
That's different.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever
It's-
experienced cold rain.
Me neither. That's what I was trying to think too. Like, what does that feel like? Well, I guess cold.
It
Like a
hurts.
cold shower,
It
clearly.
hurts.
Yeah.
Freezing rain.
Was
Yeah.
it snowing at home when y'all left? No, sir. It just melted? Well, maybe it's still melting once y'all get there. When y'all get back, it may be still there. I'm trying to see. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the party.
Hey.
Say hi to the people. Get in the mic, people. Say hi. They're not paying attention. This is a live show, child. This is probably the 60th and worst show ever.
Oh no.
Because nobody's paying attention. Hi, guys. Say hi in the mic.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
More and more people coming in. I'm trying to wait for Eric to get here, so we can. Cause I didn't want to get to his topics without him.
I mean, he could just call in.
I know this on all days to be unprofessional. This would be the day that he
I'm about to
decides
call him.
he's unprofessional live. But I guess I'll do this now. Thank you for everybody who did come to the party. I appreciate you guys. And also dealing with my crazy request for everybody to wear green and for everyone to actually do it. It was a look though on top of it. It was a real look. It was a vibe.
Man.
What'd you say?
We'll do anything for you, Kelvin.
Well, I appreciate. Oh, hi Eric.
Where the hell are y'all?
Where the hell are you?
I told you 10:18
10:18. No, we're waiting for you.
to start the show.
No, yes, we have not started the show. We've sitting here for the last 20 minutes looking like, where's Eric? We've been sitting here silent.
I literally texted Chris when he wrote me at 9:59, and he said, "What's your ETA?" And I said, 18 minutes.
What time did you leave the house, Eric?
Look at the time.
Look at the time. You tell me what time you left the house, Eric.
Huh?
What time did you leave the house?
I left it at 9:25.
Oh, okay. What time did our show start?
Ken, look, okay?
I just want to let you know that this
I
whole...
had to text because I had no money to Uber.
I just want to let you know that this conversation is live on the air right now. So the entire Good News Radio family. Yes, we're on the air right now. That also tells me that you don't listen to your own show.
Y'all are so fucking trifling. Y'all are so fucking trifling. The audacity. All the disrespect that I deal with on this fucking podcast. If y'all hang up on me immediately, I can't.
We was waiting on you to start the.
He hung up on us.
Never mind.
Well, hopefully, be here in 4 minutes. I guess somebody else. Whose first time it is here in LA? Get on the mic. Let me tell me about your Los Angeles experiences. My mama's in the back. Say hi to Tawanda, y'all.
Hey, Tawanda.
Hey, mama. Let's give her a round of applause. Welcome her to the show. Mama. I gave you an air horn, Mom. You can't hear it, though. But you got an air horn.
But no, this is my first time in LA. From Kentucky.
It's hot in here now.
And we love Kelvin. We came out here all for him, man.
boo.
Period.
I appreciate y'all.
Do anything for Kelvin, man. He's got a heart of gold. Like,
Sherman, we asked about your experience.
I'm
in
sorry.
LA.
You're a part of my emotions right now in
on
this
a
experience.
tangent, okay?
But I came to LA and I was expecting like a lot of 90210 type nip tuck type feel, and I'm getting a lot of LA complex.
Yeah,
and I like it. Like, it's really eclectic here. It's really open. It's really diverse, and it's more than what I thought. So
What
I
do you
like
thought?
it.
I'm happy you're here, Sherman.
Yeah, thanks.
Now you have to give your seat up to Eric.
Okay, I will.
This is Eric, y'all. He's
I'm outta
late.
here.
Hi, Eric.
Eric got his crop top
Why
on.
would you hang up on us like that?
What?
Why would you hang up on us like that?
Y'all had me on fucking live air.
But you're still on effing live here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so fucking tired of the disrespect that I am shown on this show weekly. Okay, all right. Y'all better never fucking come late again. Y'all better never come late again. Oh, bitch, it's on.
Jackie, hey, no, I'm not hungover.
Oh, Jackie?
No, she's in the comments. Jackie, I'm not hungover. Thank God. I went to sleep.
So, Eric, how was your week?
Hey, Eric, how was your week?
Before this morning, it was absolutely great.
And then what happened this morning?
Y'all fucking tried me. Were y'all not live?
We're never stopped being live.
Okay. My week was great. That's it.
So you're not gonna tell us?
You're not
about
gonna tell us about your week?
I was at work.
How was work?
It was cute. I got some Nike flip flops. One of the residents gave me a bottle of wine again, and it was Thanksgiving, so I was fed.
Did you eat? What did you eat?
Everything.
Who cooked?
The residents. I work in an apartment complex.
So they just came down and brought you plates?
Yes, upon plates. Someone brought
What a
me
blessing.
weed. Bitch, God is good.
All the time.
All the time.
God is good.
That's right.
Yeah.
What?
Period.
Week was phenomenal.
Good. Good. So what did they cook? Because, like,
Oh.
you stay in a fancy smancy apartment building. So for me, I would expect that Karen made the potato salad, has lots of raisins.
I was about to say.
And it's just, like, not kosher. So
And
like,
I wasn't
what's
eating
going on?
that. I got Filipino
I'm sorry,
food.
hold on. Y'all too dry in the studio today. I'm telling jokes, y'all not even laughing. If we're going to do a live studio audience, it's going to be a live studio audience. This show is not Judge Judy. You can clap. Okay, thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay.
This
All right.
room is fucking packed, ladies and gentlemen.
It is. But they so quiet, you
Look
think
like
ain't
106
nobody's
Park.
in here.
Come on, 106. It is packed. Yes. Blazing hip hop and R&B.
R&B all day.
Right.
Your top 10 countdown. Number 1 for the 5th week in a row is Bow Wow. And B2K.
Right. So what's going on? How was Emerald City?
Emerald City was good. We missed you there.
I know. Did y'all run amok for me?
We did run an entire muck.
Did you get drunk?
I don't know if I was drunk. I think I was coasting.
No, I think you were both
I
drunk
was
and
both.
high.
Someone.
Oh, wait, I'm so
wait a
sorry.
minute.
No, Tawanda's here. She's okay.
Wait, where's
okay.
Tawanda?
My mom's right there in the corner. She's hiding in the corner.
Hey. It's
That's my
so
mama.
nice to finally meet you.
That's my mama.
We
Ooh,
told you you was
child.
gonna censor your cursing today.
You told her that?
Too late.
If y'all don't stop lying on
When
me.
we called him on the phone, the first word out his mouth,
Yeah.
What was it?
it was
Nothing.
the B word.
Oh, okay.
We told her you was gonna try though.
Thank you. We gonna work at it.
It's not happening. No, but Ray gave me an edible, and I didn't know it was an edible at first. I thought it was like just a regular gummy because it didn't like the other ones.
Did he get like one small gummy bear? What was the milligram?
It was something a little heavy.
Turnip bag.
It was red.
He's going inside of the turnip bag.
It's inside the
And it was
turnip bag.
popcorn too, Eric.
And
Oh, was it?
there was edible popcorn.
Really?
That they smashed like they got it from the AMC.
Shut up.
It was
It was
good.
bomb, though.
It was
I didn't.
good.
I didn't have it.
I don't know what the.
Did it hit?
Oh, it
What is it?
Ask-
Okay,
ask
that's
Ro.
all that
Ask
matters.
Ro.
All right.
It definitely hit
This
for
is
sure.
a 10 milligram TCHs plus 1.5 milligram of
Y'all are giving
CBD
super
per serving.
advertisements today. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better promote.
So it's the
Y'all
Kush
better
Not
Punch.
giving out
We
one
be
sponsor.
advertising everything. Don't get
And
paid
don't
for
get
nothing.
no one
sponsor.
Nada.
And this is why we never go anywhere in life.
Ridiculous.
Ever. So, Eric, if that's how your week is, I think it's time for...
Do you got to put up? Are you ready?
Yes, is it time for Bitch You Better Read?
Yep, you ready?
Let me know. Hey, bitch. Amen. Okay, so number 1.
Number 1!
All right, guys, in the studio, when I say 1, I need y'all to echo the number back. That's just it's the culture. So let's try this again. Number 1.
Number 1!
Y'all better go off. That was amazing. Tekashi 6ix9ine transferred to a federal facility used for witness who reportedly cut deals with the feds. Now, I would just like to say at the start of this that the Shade Room is cooking this nigga's career. All right? It's over for him. The fact that he built his reputation being this hood Mexican nigga, and
that
now,
he's not?
now he's being transferred to facilities who cooperate with the feds. Tekashi's career is cooked.
It's done. His street cred is done.
Finito. He dropped the album anyway, baby. That was like a parting gift.
Did it drop him? Did it drop? It got leaked. I didn't hear it.
The kids.
No one's gonna hear it.
No,
I didn't.
No one's
kids are
listening to
listening to it.
Shaki. What is it?
Tekashi.
No one's listening to Tekashi.
Teriyaki.
No one's listening to
No one's looking at teriyaki.
No one's listening to teriyaki.
Not teriyaki.
So go ahead with the story, Eric.
All right. So Tekashi has been in and out of jail and the courtroom for the last several months. He recently got arrested on Sunday night on alleged counts of racketeering and conspiring to commit armed robberies and drug deals. According to TMZ TV, Tekashi has been transferred to a federal facility that is regularly used to house witnesses who cooperate with the feds. The transfer was facilitated on Wednesday evening, and 69 apparently asked to be in an area without Crip and Blood members. Lance Lazario, Tekashi's lawyer, is yet to confirm whether or not he's trying to cut a deal in exchange for spilling tea on the people involved in the case. And he says the transfer was for security reasons. These security reasons apparently have something to do with 69 being threatened by gang members. Just yesterday, Tekashi's lawyer put out a statement saying that the rapper is not a gang member and that he's an entertainer who portrays a gangster image to promote his music. Bitch, gag worthy.
Wow.
How y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel about Tekashi? Because the kids, the younger kids
Boo.
out
Boo Tekashi.
Okay, oh, wow. It got real gritty in here.
Boo Tekashi.
In New York, they kind of like him. But the younger people, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but he's loud.
I think they fell in love with his gimmick. I don't think anyone actually is. We don't ever say Tekashi's music's great. Like Fifi was catchy, but before that, no one ever said, have you heard that new Tekashi? It's always been Tekashi is in Chicago at 3:00 in the morning and at the hood, or Tekashi has shooting at his video shoot. It's never anything about the music. And I think with this, it's going to go all downhill now because he's actually going to go to jail this time.
This is like when you try to act like something that you're really not to play.
It's like B-Rad.
Yeah. Who?
B-Rad. Malibu Most Wanted.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But
I don't know who that is.
B-Rad. Traffic. I'm looking for my snap.
Hold on. Kelvin.
It's a for Maverick.
Kelvin, did you hear Eric?
What he said?
He don't know if he's seen that.
He doesn't know if he's seen.
That's what he just said.
I said I don't know who that is.
I'm sorry. He don't know who that is. He don't know who that is.
I wish you would.
Okay.
He said he don't know who that is.
Try me, Chris.
Have you seen it though?
No.
Malibu's Most Wanted?
Oh yes. Never mind. I thought that was the title of what it was. B-Rad. I'm like, what?
No. That was Jamie Kennedy's character. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like to.
But I don't know. Y'all don't think he can make it with the push of Nicki Minaj because he has support.
Nicki can't make it with the push of Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
she's fair enough. It's over. It's done.
I like Nicki. I do like Nicki.
I like Nicki too, but go ahead.
Nicki's cool. I feel like she's kind of conforming to what other people are telling her to do because her music's kind of falling off a little bit. If you listen to like old Nicki, when she was like really with Safari and like really had bars, like that's when she was like Nicki Minaj. Now I kind of feel like she's been a puppet. I don't feel like she's really doing good music.
I'll give you that completely.
Yeah,
but
no one on.
But can anybody really give me a Nicki bar?
Huh?
Like a Nicki bar? Like,
don't
could you
do that.
No, I'm serious.
She's so quotable.
No,
she's so
who
quotable.
knows Nicki?
So quotable.
Who in the room knows some Nicki?
I mean, give me some
I am
bars.
not Jasmine. I am Aladdin. So far, I heard these bums is gagging. See me in a new thing, bums is lagging. I'm starting to feel like a dungeon dragon.
Someone's a barb.
Right.
Someone's a barb.
I don't know. Like every time I hear Nicki, it's like
I was playing with
she
the
got
way.
bars.
You can
She
call me
got
Whitney.
bars.
She
I know
has
the
bars
Hill
for
name.
days.
She got bars.
That's why I'm looking at you
Like,
like, how
are
do you
they-
not have?
But my thing is
one?
like, are y'all saying like they're catchy bars? Or are y'all saying like
She got good
Absolutely.
punchlines.
Yeah.
She has really good punchlines.
Great
I'll give her
punchlines.
that. Her punchlines, her lyricist, like she's a great
She's
lyricist.
great.
She does. Her
I missed that
cadences,
train.
how she raps is really good. Like it is.
I think that Nicki, the Queen album was a great album.
I didn't listen to it.
I think it was a good album.
The rollout of it was the trashiest of things that could ever happen.
It kept getting pushed back, right?
That and then also the Cardi B beef, and then just her running her mouth about people in the industry, and just got a little too mucky.
It got
And I
pushed
think that's what
back,
happened.
and then she pushed it forward when Cardi dropped hers.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah,
I feel like
Nicki
Queen
was petty
album
with
was.
this whole
I feel like
release.
that was a rush. That album was horrible.
Queen had
Queen
like
was
6 good
horrible.
songs and 20 tracks. Like, girl, you wasted a lot of money. You wasted a lot of money.
Get your money back.
She did.
All right, number 2.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Y'all better go off. Jason Derulo joins Jennifer Hudson, Idris Elba, Taylor Swift, and more for a Cats movie musical.
Number 3.
I'm sorry. Who? Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
I thought the
Listen
same
to this
thing.
lineup though. Jason Derulo
Idris
first.
Elba,
Idris Elba second.
Someone who's
Jennifer
actually a good actor.
Jennifer Hudson. Wait for it.
Taylor Swift,
Taylor Swift.
And more.
In a musical.
In a musical.
Cats.
Cats.
Why Cats?
Okay.
I saw this and I was like, whose idea was this?
Who? First off,
Taylor's.
listen to these voices together.
Right.
Jennifer screaming.
Taylor whispering.
Taylor doing something.
Taylor whispering.
She gonna have a guitar.
Jason's dancing. What'd you say, Bianca?
She never gonna dance.
I don't know what.
She shouldn't dance.
Oh my
It don't
goodness.
look right. It don't look
Wait,
right.
what is their part in this
Go,
musical?
well, go ahead. Eric.
Okay, so Jason Derulo is preparing to make his feature acting debut in a film adaptation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's musicals Cats.
We don't even need it.
I agree. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the A-list cast already includes Jennifer Hudson, Idris Elba, James Corden, Taylor Swift, Rebel Wilson, Ian McKellen, and Judi Dench. Based on the synopsis, the musical tells the story of a tribe of cats called the Jealousies, and the night they make it known what the jealous choice is.
Can we go see this?
You want to go see it? We can
Let's go see it.
I want to go see it.
If it comes out here, let's go see it.
Because I don't
What?
understand this lineup.
This, you know what?
I'm just
Actually,
interested
I wanna
to
know
see.
you know
what
what?
it's gonna
Like,
look
I'm just
like.
interested to see
Did
the
y'all
lineup.
just say Jason Derulo is in Cats?
He's in
Yes.
Cats, along with Jennifer Hudson, Taylor
Oh my
Swift,
God.
Rebel
And James
Wilson.
Corden.
I was in Cats in
Idris
elementary
Elba,
school.
James Corden. You know what?
I don't
And
know if
Judi
that's
Dench.
going to be a good look for Jason Derulo.
His career has
But
been
you-
down since it started. His career has been down.
Is he going to be a Siamese cat?
I don't know.
I wonder what kind of cat
Mainstream media really messed up Jason's career. Like
Jordan Sparks messed up
no,
Jason's
no, no, no,
career.
no, 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 no.
He was on top until he dumped Jordan because Jordan was America's
He was on
sweetheart.
top. Let's
Yeah.
never say Jason.
Not,
Derulo
we
was
didn't
on
listen
top.
to him,
He had a
but
good
if
part.
you go
He
to
had a
another
good
club,
moment.
Jason was all over. Those people that went to IU, I'm pretty sure y'all know every Jason Derulo song. Yes, you do. You have the album, Aja. Don't
Okay,
even.
no, they don't.
You have Tattoo. You have Trumpets. You have. I have a couple Jason Derulo.
I think you.
Let me go through my discography. I
But
have
nobody
I
has
have a
ever
few
said.
songs.
But y'all ain't never said y'all heard the new Jason Derulo.
Talk Dirty to Me
Absolutely
was
not.
about. Talk Dirty to Me was
That
about.
one song.
Okay, that's it. I was trying to think. What did
I didn't say I had the whole album.
But
I said I had a
I
track.
feel like he's only good with features. Like the My Tai album, he's only good with people. Like
I don't even know what
a
the My
Jason-
Tai album
No,
was.
Jason
With him and
Derulo's
Ty
had
Dolla $ign.
songs.
Oh,
Yeah, like he's good when he's
But
speaking
does
with
Jason
somebody.
Derulo like have a voice?
No.
Is he a singer?
he's
No, he's
okay.
not.
Jason
No, he's
Derulo
not.
is a singer.
Let's not act like he can
Does
sing.
he have a
though.
ballad?
No.
Look, he got What You Say. He got
Oh, no.
Swallow.
That was auto-tune.
No,
Trumpets,
that was
writing
auto-tune.
solo in my head,
Writing
marry
solo
me,
was
it girl,
In my-
the other
in my
side.
head song. That song? Oh yeah, he did have
Yes,
that song.
he got a
Oh,
lot of
yeah.
songs.
Okay.
But no,
Want
I
You
don't
to
think
Want
I don't
Me?
think he has not one ballad. I don't.
Okay, now
I
one
don't.
ballad, right? That's the question I have. Do we have a ballad?
I don't
Do we
think
have a ballad
so.
in there?
They just tried to
Nah,
make
this
him
is
so
But
white.
But he got all party songs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I think what I don't know because I'm thinking this may be horrible, but then I thought about Cinderella with Brandy and Whoopi Goldberg.
Don't
and
compare
Asian
that.
No, because I think on paper it would have been like, what the heck is this? Because like if you really put it on paper, like Whoopi Goldberg as the queen, and then the white man as the husband, and then the Asian kid as the son, then Brandy as Cinderella, and then Whitney. God
But
rest
you
her
gotta-
crackhead. So as
You didn't have to say that.
and then
You didn't have to say
Your
that.
mother is in the
Respectful.
room, and that's how you talk about Whitney
my
Houston.
mama knows Whitney did crack. Mama,
Miss Tawanda. Miss Tawanda.
you know Whitney did crack, right? Whitney Houston did crack, right?
But you ain't have to say that cruel shit.
Did you know that? Okay, my mama knew Whitney Houston did crack.
But you had to.
But you ain't got to
But you
say
didn't have
crackhead.
to, you didn't have
shit.
to acknowledge her
That was
as her
crackhead.
crackhead soul.
Whitney
You didn't have to
Houston is
acknowledge
legendary.
I love Whitney Houston.
What about
That was disgusting.
I listen to her all the time.
Don't say
Disgusting.
stuff like that.
I
about
also
Whitney.
love
Absolutely not.
all
Unacceptable.
types of things.
Yes.
Unacceptable.
Intolerable.
So distasteful in the words of
Right?
Ray.
Like what?
So we can call R. Kelly a rapist, but we can't call Whitney Houston a crackhead.
He's a whole ass rapist.
Definitely a rapist.
You R. Kelly is still in effect.
Filthy. But that's not
You
the
are
point.
Kelly is still in
Statutory.
effect.
Statutory
That's not the
rapist.
Look at Jasmine. Jasmine is disturbed.
R. Kelly confessed that he likes.
Hold on, get on the mic, Jasmine. What you got to say, Jasmine?
Say a word.
Hello, I just have one thing about the Jason Derulo comment.
Uh-huh.
If y'all wouldn't take notice, Jason Derulo got popular when Chris Brown did what?
Oh, beat Rihanna.
And so they needed somebody to replace Chris Brown in that world.
Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
that's when Jason Derulo came up. But he's real popular overseas, but
In
we're
the
not going
States.
to recognize him. I don't.
Right.
Maybe this would be good for him.
I think it would be. We can clap for him.
Are we gonna go see it?
You know what?
If it comes out,
Let's
here,
go.
Can we,
Let's
can
go.
we give him a nickname and call him JD instead of Jason Derulo?
I'm gonna keep
like,
calling
no.
Jason Derulo. JD sounds like I let him into my house. Jason Derulo it is.
But
We
I'm
don't
not
know
paying
each
no
other.
floor seats. Like we can get nosebleeds.
No,
Yeah,
$75.
we'll take what we could get.
Or cheaper than that. Cheaper than
We're not gonna
30.
get crazy.
I could do 30. 30 at the door. I
This
could
is
do
Cats
30
the
at the
musical.
door.
We can sit at the top and watch the TV.
I
Yeah.
cannot take Cats. I want to see how this is going to play out.
I've never even seen Cats.
Are you reading the comments to us?
I'm reading the comments. Yeah, I ain't got my glasses.
Wait, Taylor Swift is in it too?
Yes.
Taylor don't dance though.
Oh, Jeremy, you missed the whole
I
story.
did,
You
I
missed
was
the whole
texting.
line,
I
though.
did.
Oh, my
Taylor Swift
goodness.
is gonna be in Cats. How?
Because her name
Is she
holds
gonna be a
weight.
cat queen or something? Because she can't dance.
I can see her doing that.
I went to one of her concerts. I was very disappointed.
What did you expect?
And surprisingly, she has the most concerts in Staples
Okay,
Center.
what I will say is she sounds really good vocally live.
Bye.
But she can't dance.
Good night.
She does.
Good night. She sounds like the record.
She does sound like her
Exactly, and the record sounds like what? Y'all give out these.
Look, you give Taylor Swift the benefit of
Taylor
the
Swift
doubt.
sounds
Okay.
just like the record, but the record sounds like.
I feel like y'all started hating Taylor when the Beyonce feud came out.
Stop
I like
doing
Taylor
that.
Swift.
I
I like
see that's
Taylor
what
Swift.
it happened.
I'm not
I'm not
feud with
gonna sit here and
Beyonce.
let y'all denounce
I think that's
Taylor
what
Swift.
happened.
I like Taylor Swift.
Whatever
She
it
got
was.
some good records.
Whatever
okay?
it was.
You talking about
Oh.
Kanye?
Taylor Swift.
Like around that time.
She got me through some hard times.
She's an opportunity.
No, I like Taylor Swift.
You don't like
I like
Taylor
you
Swift?
stopped
No,
liking
no,
her.
no. I liked her
I
up
like
till
some songs.
1989.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't like her as a person.
That's where
Hold on.
disgusting.
Okay, guys.
Everybody's
Disgusting.
talking.
Agree to disagree.
I think we can,
Absolutely.
but I'm gonna keep pumping this. All right.
I was saying I liked Taylor Swift up till 1989, the album.
that was good.
But I just felt like she kept acting like a child, and she's like just as old as us, and that just really bothered me. Because y'all know, this week, like the last 2 weeks, I've announced like public I don't like white women. Like I've announced that publicly.
Why?
I don't like white women.
You said white people.
Number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3.
No, I don't like white women. It's okay. It's okay.
We about to be taking up
No,
there.
Eric, we can tell the people that this is a very racist show. This is a very racist show.
Y'all know this show is racist.
This is a very
we hit on
racist-
everybody.
Dropping
The Asians, the Mexicans,
Everybody.
the
Arabics.
white people, the black people.
We are equal opportunity
We are
offenders.
equal opportunity
Everybody
offenders,
going
and I
through
don't
This is
like
a very
white women
racist
this
show,
week.
everybody.
Why don't you like white women?
Because white women are fake. Let me tell you about white women being fake. And if you're a white woman listening, God bless your soul, and I wish you nothing but the best, and I will give you a hug when I see you, but your auntie or your mama probably I don't like. Because I just feel like, like 70% of white women voted Republican like this, but then they say they're feminists. So how can you be feminist and you still vote Republican, which is people that want to take away your abortion, take away equal rights, locking up kids? But are you for yourself or are you for your man? Like, 'cause you can't be for both. So you gotta be for everybody or for one. And for y'all to still vote that way and know that what these people are trying to do and continue to do. Then it was like, no. So God bless y'all on your journey. I wish Karen and Susan and Martha the best. But as for me and my home,
we're gonna serve the Lord.
We're gonna serve the Lord. We're gonna have hot combs, and we're gonna have some coconut oil, some Murray's.
If they can't use your comb, don't
Don't
bring them home.
That's what?
That's what Tawanda said.
Okay.
That's what Debbie said.
That's what
Shout out
Debbie
to
said.
Ray's mama.
Okay, all right.
Bring 'em home. I'm dead.
Oh my God. I am getting my life.
Anyway,
Absolutely.
somebody hit the air. Oh Lord, it's right
No,
there.
I'm glad it got
hit
hot. I'm so
Go
glad
ahead,
it
hit
got
the
hot.
air.
cold?
It was freezing when we walked in.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, child.
All right, so number 3.
Number 3.
Grandma and teen who connected by texting the wrong number celebrate third Thanksgiving together.
That's beautiful. That was God. That was God.
Okay. So I don't know if y'all remember this story. It happened apparently early in 2016. This Arizona teen, Jamal Hinton, received a text from a woman who thought she was texting her grandson, inviting him to Thanksgiving. Jamal, confused by the mysterious text, asked who the person was, and Wanda Dench replied, "Your grandma." Jamal asked her to send a pic, and after exchanging photos, they realized they were complete strangers. But that
Wait, hold on, time out.
Right.
Why are you
white
sending
person do you
pictures? What, you sending selfies back and forth?
But wait,
because
what white person do y'all
What
know?
in the Tinder app is going on here?
And what white person is
Send a
named
pic.
Jamal? I've never met a white Jamal.
Jamal's black. Wanda Dench.
But I'm saying she thought she texted her grandson, right?
But he just
It's a wrong number, not a wrong
like,
visual.
You're like,
She texted the
don't
wrong
forget
person.
Thanksgiving dinner at my house, please
Right.
So wait. The
I
lady
thought she was
white?
going to Jamal's name. and-
Wanda's white.
White woman?
White woman.
White
To the
woman.
black boy?
Yeah.
See, this is set up. Send a pic.
Send a pic.
Wait.
Late night creep
Pause.
stuff.
Why did
Send a
Jamal
nude.
ask
Right, that's what it was. You got a pic.
Y'all are horrible. What?
Unlock.
Jamal?
Unlock. Oh my God. Oh God. This just escalated.
Jamal asked a white woman.
Yeah. Send her a pic.
Yeah. And she
And
did
she
it.
sent the pic.
And the caption, bro, and the caption was like, "I'm sitting here at work" or something like that.
Like, the caption, "Hey, big head." Go ahead with the story.
Jamal.
But that
Jamal.
Get show.
Okay, so let me get through this. So, but that didn't stop Jamal from securing that plate. Dent still invited Jamal over.
Secure the plate.
Dent still invited
Did you
Jamal
write that,
over.
Eric?
No.
Oh, I thought you
I'm
wrote
just
that part.
reading it. I'm just reading it. Dent still invited Jamal over because she said that's what grandmas do. Feed everyone. And the rest is history. The pair made their accidental meeting a sweet holiday tradition. Jamal shared over the holiday that this was his third Thanksgiving with Dent and her family. She has great food, Jamal, now 19, said with a laugh.
Okay.
Right. That was my question.
Y'all, that's nasty.
No, she don't. Yeah, what was the menu?
Right.
While Jamal
Chestnut
certainly
pie.
wasn't the grandson she meant to text in the first place, he's become one to Dench. Gaining a new grandma, I thought maybe I gained one getting married, but as a friend, it's great, said Hinton. The two said it was never for the publicity. They simply just connected beyond the text, even going to dinner together every few months. I didn't even want to read that. Because I knew each of their loved ones.
They go to dinner.
Jamal and Grandma.
Hitting is hitting.
They go to dinner.
Okay.
That's the cougar.
He knocking grandma down.
He definitely is.
That's the cougar.
He definitely is.
Yeah.
Definitely knocking her down.
He
Definitely.
knocking her down
Knocking her
and getting
down.
the Social
Definitely.
Security, baby. You know what's up.
Yeah.
He collecting the coin.
He not missing out one
I'm not
meal.
reading this.
Once a month.
He not
once a
missing
month.
one
He's a
meal.
scammer. Jamal
Y'all
the
know what's
scammer.
up.
Move over, Joanne.
Y'all took something real sweet and
Jamal
sent it to
this
hell. It's over.
But once a month though.
Maybe the food is good.
Where her
It
grandkids
ain't. It
at?
ain't. Eric, we know it ain't.
Y'all don't think it's good?
Her grandkids don't have a problem with Jamal coming over?
Y'all don't think Wendy Dench is giving it up?
Wendy
Now was the last name
cook.
Dench.
No, she's giving it up all right. Yeah. She's giving it up.
Something's giving up.
The
She wants
SSI.
some of Jamal.
Okay.
She giving up the SSI. He giving up the DICK.
Somebody getting something from this. And it's more than chestnut pie, I tell you that much.
Okay.
I forgot the family was in the room with you.
Huh?
Sorry, y'all said we can't cuss, so I spelled it.
Oh, my family from Fort Wayne. They
Oh
okay.
my God.
They're from the greater city.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Horrible. Jesus bless us all. Tyrese's ex-wife reportedly claims living
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for listening to the Get Right Radio Show. Make sure you catch us every Sunday live at 10. We're not about to do
We
this.
have to talk about this. Tyrese's ex-wife.
Why don't we have that soundbite?
Which one?
Which
What
one?
more
When
do
he was
you
crying?
want from me?
What soundbite is that?
The Tyrese one.
In
We
that
have
video?
everything. We literally have every soundbite in here but that one.
I'll make it later.
Please.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Tyrese's ex-wife reportedly claims living life is a full-time job and will not look for a job. So it seems Tyrese and his ex, Norma Gibson, unfortunately cannot get on the same page with their child support battle. According to court documents obtained by TMZ, Tyrese is reportedly upset with the amount of money Norma is spending on childcare. Apparently, during a deposition of one of Tyrese's attorneys asked Norma what she did for 7 hours that racked up a pretty hefty childcare bill for 7 hours, to which she responded, living life.
Okay.
She also explained she is working on her book, working on her life, and running errands. This is an issue because they have a court-ordered child support deal that requires Norma to work
running
toward
errands.
becoming...
Are you finished those errands? Are you finished those errands? Are you finished those errands?
Errands.
Are you finished those errands? Are you finished those errands?
That's the funniest part. Aaron's
She has the audacity to say this. But they have a court-ordered child support deal that requires Norma to work towards being self-sufficient. So she's being ordered by the court that she has to get a job and get on her own 2 feet. And
She needs to get her ass up and go to work.
Where do you find her?
I don't know where he found. Tyrese claims he has no issue paying child support, but he would like his ex to put more effort into finding a job. Norma, what are you doing?
What is she?
running errands.
Right. Well,
Errands.
Right. Can I say something?
Go ahead.
So I heard somebody say that they don't like to date black women. I heard this before. They don't like to date black women, right? So my thing is, and no disrespect, I love my black women. You know, I love my black queens. I would never denounce them. But it's examples like that make the black woman look like, you know what I'm saying, certain examples because she doesn't want to get up and go to work. She
And
doesn't,
not the black man?
Wait, but that's
And
the
not
thing.
the black man?
But that's the thing. The black man is always singled out to not being a good father, but there's a lot of great black fathers out there. You know what I'm saying? That take care of their kids.
Absolutely.
A lot of them, but the ones that are not taking care of their kids are the ones looked at like, oh, they're not good fathers out there. But there's also mothers that want to be taken care of, but that don't want to go to work. But that's not being shadowed. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I really
think we
think
need to
it's a
just
culture
remember
thing.
that there's good and bad on both sides.
That's right.
This is just
Absolutely.
one example of. And do we know that the mother is black? For sure. Is this Shayla Rock's mother?
I think
Because if
so.
so, then she probably has every reason to request her coins with Tyrese acting how he was acting in 2017. However, there is good and bad on every side, and I think we just need to keep it general that
But
way.
how somebody is acting matters not about how they're being a mother. Like she's basically saying like she doesn't want to work. Like she feels like she can just live her life and run those errands.
For sure, but I don't
you
think
need
we,
to
I don't
know,
think we
baby.
should.
It's
Right,
more
for
than
sure,
running those
for
errands,
sure.
honey. Like you
For
need to get your
sure.
ass up and go to work like the next person would, because you got to work for what you want. It's even no matter how Tyrese was acting, does not denounce who you are as a mother. Like his behavior does not take away from who you are
I
as a
think
mother.
that it's interesting. She was born in London.
There we go. Okay,
She's blackish.
Blackish.
No, I
So
think
she's mixed.
because
She's biracial.
I just
That
always
makes it even
feel
worse.
like, for me, I don't believe in spousal support. Like I don't get that. From
Because
a
what were
guy
you doing
perspective,
before you married me?
that exactly. It's from
What
a
were you doing
guy's
before you married
perspective
me?
and from a girl's
But
perspective.
you
Like
probably made a lot of sacrifices for
no,
that man or that
but
spouse.
listen, it's the same thing. Like
Male
when,
and
because
female.
I am a Herbert and Kendu are on my shit list too, because I don't believe that they should be getting paid.
Kendu is the
off
worst.
off their wives, and I think that if we break up, what's mine is mine, what's yours is yours. If you can't afford to continue this lifestyle, you should have learned from me while I was out there hustling and got your hustle together too. And it's vice versa. If I didn't learn anything from you and I didn't start to have my own money, I'm not going to be like, well, I'm used to this lifestyle now, so you got to pay me $20,000 a month. How else I'm going to pay rent? I'm going to have to get up and get a job, or I'm going to have to downsize. Yeah.
Well,
What you say,
I
Ray?
would say-
Hold on, Ray. Get in the mic.
So I just feel like you're speaking from like a male perspective, because we don't have that option to not get up and do what the fuck we need to do. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's unedited.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's,
Yeah, and so
it has
I
an
think
explicit
that-
sticker for Eric.
Okay. But yeah, I think that's why we don't have that option to do that.
I don't really think it's a gender thing. You got a
question? Come to the mic then, girl. You got a question. It's
I-
open-ended.
My thing is, why in society is it okay for white women to stay at home? Well, is it okay for white women with kids to stay at home and that be okay? But if a black woman was to stay at home,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, she needs to get out and work because
Right.
she has kids, but it's okay for a white woman to do
To be a stay-at-home
Because
mom.
the white men take care of the white
think
women.
it's okay for any-
That's what it is. And so let me get my point across.
Go ahead, Ro.
So listen,
Go ahead, Ro.
working in social services is not man, woman. It's African Americans. Regardless, when we get on the phone, when they call in, need medical and all that, they hear a black person's voice. It's not male, female. It's just black people need to get their asses up and work.
Yeah.
So it's really not a gender thing at all. But to answer your question, is because the white man, he sets up where he gets married to his white woman, and her job is to stay at home with the kids, and they have enough income. And I mean, then I just go back to us just the gender and our wages and things like that. So that's my argument on it. So I think it's a cultural thing, not really.
I agree.
Not gender.
I agree with what you said. I think it could be more of just like your own ambition. Like I feel like as a woman, you should not, if you are divorced, you should not necessarily want to have your ex support your lifestyle. You should want enough for yourself as a woman, as a mother, to be able to take care of your own. And that means you have to get up and hustle. That means if you have to, I can understand if like you're running errands for your child, trying to get things done, trying to move things, whatever. But if you just sit on your ass, if you just sitting here trying to, well, I was used to it, I don't really feel like doing much now, that's a lack of ambition. And that I feel like is the more of it. And so, although, yeah, sis, you might need to get your life together if you run errands and not really trying to put stuff together.
What errands?
What errands?
But I do believe.
What errands?
What errands?
Now wait. Being a stay-at-home mom is a full-time job.
It
though.
is.
Yeah,
It
Wait,
is.
plug. I'm not married. I don't have kids. However, comma. It's a full-time job. It is a full-time job. And I feel like if they want to stay at home, they can stay at home. And spouse support, they're taking like sacrifices. Like, we don't know. Everybody's story is different. Like, started from the bottom. Like, okay, so what's his name? LeBron's wife, should she not have spousal report? Like, I mean, she been with that nigga
she
like
in
in the
there.
trenches. So she deserves it. Savannah been there since day one.
Well, I guess there is stipulation.
Since day one.
Do we know that Norma has been there since day one?
Right, do we know?
We don't know
Norma?
that. Yeah, we don't know.
Norma ain't been there since
probably
day
been
one.
Because when
She
Tyrese
might
was
have
being
been
annoying,
sleeping in the car.
I didn't know where Norma was.
Sweet Lady Tyrese, I'm pretty sure Norman wasn't there.
Lately, Tyrese, Norma
not
wasn't there.
there.
I didn't know her.
2,000 watts, Norma, no
How you
video.
gonna act like that?
Black
I didn't
Rose.
see
Okay,
her.
Signs was
Black
Norma there
Rose.
with
Black
Signs.
Rose
What signs of
and
love
Signs.
making? Was he talking about her?
Was
Did he
Norma.
reference her?
What song was she?
I never met her.
You never said I met a Virgo named Norma.
Right, yeah.
Norma's name was nowhere in that zodiac sign. I don't know.
I don't know. But for once, I'm on Tyrese's side. I agree. I think she should. He just wants her to work towards getting a job. And I feel like she can do that. at bare minimum, you
but
can
like
do
you
that.
said though, if a woman trying to be about her business, like you probably don't even want the money. Like F you, I gotta get my own.
Right.
But
Number 5.
Number 5.
Ooh, our good sis Lauryn Hill shows up 2 hours late to a show overseas and apologizes for performing for 32 minutes.
Sis is possessed. Something that took over.
Lauryn Hill.
Hill.
Lauryn Hill in this one album is going to need to work on getting to her concerts on time because her fans have had enough of her excessive tardiness and apologies. The singer is currently overseas on the European leg of the Miseducation 20th anniversary tour. She was set to put on a full show at Accor Hotel Arena in Bercy, but sis arrived too late, 2.5 hours to be exact. Y'all know venues have strict curfew rules, so she was only up there for a hot minute. Many of her fans said that the show was only 32 minutes. According to that Grape Juice, she was 1 hour and 40 minutes late to her show in Brussels the night before and was only on stage for about 40 minutes. Lauryn took to social media as usual to issue an apology to her fans for her little short shows. Dear Brussels and Paris, we apologize for the late start. We're working through the kinks of moving the production to Europe. With time changes and curfew restrictions, we've had a few challenges in the early shows. Although the apology seemed sincere, some fans were still pissed on Twitter. After waiting 4 hours and buying 2 very expensive tickets minus the trip from Miami to Paris, I left at 10:40 and you lost a fan of over 20 years, plus for life. I had to eat the money as I fly back to the U.S. early morning. Lauryn Hill is a disgrace to her fans.
Hold on, I just have to... No, hold on.
Comment.
You think Harriet Tubman was walking around with a fucking nice shiny fucking dress on with a fucking crown on her head when she was taking slaves?
I would not.
To freedom!
It was a Nicki Minaj job. Y'all couldn't hear it. But the slaves to freedom one. But
why are people still going to Lauryn Hill
This
concert?
is what I was saying too. Like,
why?
I was now. Granted, I did go to the Lauryn Hill concert earlier this
she's
year,
watched it.
and it was really good. She performed
Was she
the whole
late?
album.
Was she late?
She was on time, but I think it's because Dave Chappelle was there too. So they was like, "Look, you gotta get your shit together because people come to see me. I'm in. You gonna come on there. We're gonna do what we gotta do." But it was good. But you can't sing along to the songs.
Why?
Because she don't sing them like this. All remix. Like they just like I think I know the song. Then they come on and be so.
And you see, that's what I'm talking about. This is why I downloaded that one album that y'all want to fan so hard for. That one album, and I keep it pushing. I'm not going to a concert for 32 minutes.
She has two.
I know y'all talking about the Unplugged. Relax with the
Unplugged was
Unplugged.
the
Nobody's
classic.
talking about Unplugged.
It was the
Nobody
classic.
is talking about Unplugged. It's about the miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
You know, there
That's
was
it.
there's my friend Stephanie. She posted a picture. It was like, "What's your unpopular music opinions?" And for me, one was Lauryn Hill. Like, I don't think that she deserves all the credit that she gets. Like Miss Hill, like the respect that she gets in the industry. Congratulations, winning the album of the year, being the first hip hop album to do it. That was what, in '99. But ever since then, you really have
in the 2000s.
You really have done the most. Since.
Dropped the ball.
Dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And Beyonce ain't won the album of the year. She don't act like that. And she could. Beyonce's on time.
Miseducation was a good album.
It was a great album.
No, it's a great. It's a classic. Top 5.
But it's not
Top
enough
5.
for the antics. It's not enough for the
I
antics
agree.
20 years
I
later.
agree. I totally agree.
That's the
I
problem.
think she should go sit somewhere in a cottage in like another country and just chill.
I thought she
Play
has
her guitar.
been.
Play her guitar.
Like straight up. Like
Hold on. You got to come to the mic, Kino.
It'd be different if like you were current with everything. Like if I could hear you on the radio now, if I heard you on the radio last year or something like that, if you give me something fresh, then if you had a show mix up, I wouldn't be too upset. Well, I would still be upset, but I wouldn't be like that bothered by it. But for you to come out with an album 20 years ago and then continue to give me bullshit, that's not,
Nope.
It's not. Return to sender. I'm
Done.
Oh no.
Because what's the last track Lauryn gave us? Wasn't it in 2005 with the Fugees again?
No, she gave us that weird stuff like 4 years ago. I don't know what
not that weird stuff.
She gave us like a She gave us that Nina Simone album though.
What album?
She produced that Nina Simone album with all the artists playing tribute to Nina, like Jasmine Sullivan. She was on there.
We don't remember that.
No one remember.
We don't remember that.
She had like one song.
We don't remember that.
Okay, number 6.
No, ain't no number
I still
6.
love
That was
That
all
was
for
it.
bitch. You better read.
All right, thank you guys for listening to this.
Yeah, thanks for the participation.
You better
Thank
read.
you.
Go Eric.
And now let's get into the topic. Mama, let's go. Oh. Ain't this was so long?
I hold back sometimes I won't. Yeah.
It is long.
I feel good
so
sometimes
long.
I don't. Like,
And it's old.
Yeah,
All right.
that was the old intro.
Yeah. So I didn't know where I wanted to go exactly with the topic. because I just it made me think about it when like everybody was coming into town for Kelvin. So the topic basically is friendships, like the beauty of a friendship. So I guess the question I'll pose is what do you consider a friendship, and what is a friendship, like somebody's friendship? What is that to you? Like how does that friendship feel to you?
It's like, what's the definition of the ideal friend, a true friendship, and what does that mean to you?
Mean to you, yeah.
Okay.
Whoever.
It's a two-part question.
Right.
Okay. 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Okay. Who wants to start first?
I think the best type of friend is a friend that respects what I'm trying to do. Like, they don't necessarily have to see my vision as clearly as I see it, but they see it enough to support me. But they also can keep it real with me. I love a friend that can tell me, all right, this shit ain't hitting. Don't do this. Don't I don't think you should post this. And I also love a friend that I can bring home. Like, if my mom fucks with you, then you're a solid friend. My mom can see through all niggas that come through the house and they not valid. So it's like, if my mom vets you and you're good, that's my type of friend. And I think all of that means to me is that I'm solid, because you're only as solid as the people you keep around you. And if everyone around you is toxic, well, bitch, giddy up. You're going to be toxic too. Okay. And for me, I need to have people around me that are going to keep me on my journey. So
that's good.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go. How did y'all part the question again?
So what's the ideal characteristic of a friendship, and what does that mean to you?
The ideal characteristics for someone that believes in God, that has a spiritual connection, someone that will pray with me when I'm going through something. Like Eric said, someone that believes in my vision, that will support it, doesn't necessarily have to believe in what I'm doing or feel like it's gonna hit, but be like, you know what, hey, I see what you're doing, you work really hard, hey, kudos to you. And somebody that will, let me know when I'm messing up, give me the honest real, not somebody that's going to tell me one thing and then outside of what we talked about, tell me something completely different. So people that have morals, standards, and they just have a good spiritual connection.
But when friends tell you, like, that ain't hitting or whatever, do you feel like sometimes they might be hating, or do you actually take that like, no, that's my friend being real?
Honestly, I have a close friend that, like, knows what I want to do in the industry. And, like, when I go to her for advice, when I post stuff, she'll literally, like, text me and be like, hey, you should take that off Instagram. That's not a good look for your gram. And at first I will get defensive, but then I'll go down my timeline and be like, damn, she was kind of right, because that's not matching what I want. Right. And like those kind of friends, you kind of have to respect them, because would you want them to not tell you and then you post some stupid shit and then nobody's looking at your Instagram and you're not getting any hits,
right.
So I kind of value that, because she knows she has almost 1 million followers, so she's like, you shouldn't post that, Jeremy. Like, okay, cool. So I won't post that. I'll take it down. So just stuff like that. Like, you'll know when they're hating, or when they're giving you mean critiques, or when it's really genuine, they want to see you rise,
Yeah. Especially if they're not, like, in the comments bashing it and all that.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
if they text you separately, then that is.
And then if they text you, not, like, put it on your comments or send you a DM, like, a personal text, like, hey, bro, that's more personal. That lets you know, like, they really, like, care about you and care about what you're trying to do.
Right.
Let me say something real quick.
Oh, okay.
So this is where I'm coming from. Friendship for me is a group of people or individual that open opportunities for you, but aren't opportunists towards you. And a lot of people confuse being social and being integrated as being opportunist type of situations. Like, I'm only going to go to your party because I want to be seen on Instagram with these likes and all these little hearts emojis and everything. But then when it comes to, maybe I'm down and out, maybe I'm having a bad day, you won't hear from me. Yeah. You won't hear Pete. I need $5 real quick for this gas. I'll pay you right back on Friday. It's a really big deal.
Yeah.
Don't come around me. Yeah. All these people that I'm here with, like, educated, strong, smart, don't mess up my energy, because you're going to get an attitude. Because I'm going to say what I got to say. Absolutely. And I don't like those negative, fake people. Like, I understand if you're going through a moment, be cool. Just go over there. Let us be over here and be great and celebrate this time. Just have a bad day by yourself real quick. Get it together. Come back. We all people, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
That's good.
That's good.
Ashe.
No, I just think that I guess this was kind of going to be my uniquely speaking, but I guess we'll just change uniquely speaking to something else if we get to it today. But my unique speaking was going to be just about your village, like the people that you surround yourself with. And I was saying, my mom was talking about the other day, I'm just really blessed to have a great village, a good group of people that keep me grounded, that I know that if anything happens, I can turn to anybody in this room for anything and they'll be there for me. And that's very rare. And you don't find friendships like that. So I'm very happy that you guys are all here. But everybody's in here doing stuff. That's the thing, and that's what I appreciate. I feel like your friends should, the old tell, like, if you need to have friends that are higher than you, so they can pull you up. But it's really weird with our group of friendship because everybody's on the same level because we're already high. So, well, that can be taken in many ways.
Literally.
Especially this weekend.
Shout out to the popcorn.
But no, it's so true. Like, you want people that's going to elevate you, so you usually up your friendship. But it's also important that we continue to network across, like Issa says. Like, we all know we all have strengths in different categories. And, like, if we all reach out to each other, there's nothing that we can't do. Like, this new emergence of Black Hollywood, it could happen in everybody's city. It can happen in everybody's town because they just found it like-minded individuals. And they're not about this ego. They're like, you got what you got, I got what I got. Let's put it together. Let's see if we can do something better together. Whereas some people are just so needy. And that's what I appreciate about my group of friends. Like, I don't feel like no one's ever needy. Or if anybody ever needed me, I'll be there and willing to help. Like, we're all here for each other. Like, prime example, like yesterday, the lighting crew.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Shout out to the lighting crew.
Was everything. Shout out to the lighting crew.
Shout out to the lighting crew. Like,
All
what happened?
One person need a picture. Everybody got the flashlights. Everybody flashlights out.
They made
Soon
the
as
pictures
one
look like
person,
$1 million picture.
Soon
bro.
as one person said lighting crew, 10 people.
Who need a step and repeat when you have
I
the
was
lighting
wondering how you look so effervescent after 8. I was like, Calvin, this picture is light as fuck. This picture is really
It's the
light.
lighting
Wow.
crew.
And it was the shout out to the 10X Max.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 10X Max iPhone. We
Another
love
Apple
you.
endorsement.
Endorse us, Apple, please.
No,
We'll do whatever
Kelvin.
you want.
Kelvin, I think friendship was like great yesterday when you were trying to get ready for your party.
Yes.
I mean,
I forgot about that.
Oh my
I didn't
gosh.
forget about it, but I forgot to mention it.
Yeah.
Like, when my party got canceled, everybody was like, let me call this, let me see this. Okay, what we doing this? Let's all
Kelvin
get
actually
together,
hung
let's
up
do
on
this.
me when I tried to help.
Oh, was it the stress?
No.
I called him and just was like, "Hey, can my cousin use your shower?" Then after that, he hung up on me. Then I texted him like, "I was calling to also let you know, like, we know some places just in case."
No, because y'all know Chris.
Did you add some extra words in that text?
No,
right,
Chris,
because
literally,
real
I called him. I
real
literally
brief.
called him.
We need receipts.
This is how it went.
We need receipts, Chris.
Hello, hey, can my cousin use your shower real quick? Chris, I'm just gonna call you back. Click and hung up. Yeah.
No,
I didn't know what was going on yet.
Chris likes to call.
I didn't know what was going on yet.
No, Chris likes to call and ask 50 questions.
I asked you one question.
Of the first of 49 others.
So you know your friend. You know your friend.
I know my friends.
You know your friend.
So in order for me not to get agitated with Chris, asked me a bunch of questions at the moment.
I
said,
ask
let
one
me
question.
just call you
Well,
back.
two, really.
Oh, there are more
Well, the
questions
second
than
one
that.
wasn't a question. The second one was going to be me telling you that we know places if you wanted to contact those places.
But you just said you didn't know what was going on.
So what happened?
Well,
So
no,
you tell us
Ashley
the
knew.
real
Ashley
story,
knew.
Chris.
Remember? Ashley knew because she saw your what's her name, your post.
Oh, okay.
And that's when that happened. So.
Wait, so how did it get? What happened? Why did it get canceled?
Oh, if someone wasn't 18 minutes late to the show, they would know.
We're
that it
gonna
got
move
canceled.
forward.
'Cause- No, it got plumbing.
What?
Plumbing. It was a lot.
It worked out though, but it was a whole lot.
Plumbing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mind you, Eric, it was the day of and before the party.
Wow.
And it was like the Amazing Race / Survivor. It was just
It was.
hopping in and out of Ubers, and they were just
Yeah.
you know trying to figure out food.
Yeah, food and
But, you know,
it was a lot going on.
Packing bags, orange shirts, tuxedos.
Yeah. Shout out to the steam washer.
Steam crew, come on.
You're only as solid as the people around you.
That's what I said.
Delivery
My
crew?
village is strong, and I appreciate y'all.
We was everything.
Go ahead, Ray.
I just want to take a moment to
Oh,
celebrate
Lord.
you.
I want to celebrate you.
No, I absolutely want to celebrate.
We're celebrating you.
And, I think we talked about this earlier. How like something I look for in a friend, or when I choose my friends, I choose my friends wisely. And you are so talented,
Oh,
so
thank you.
dope, and such a good person. And so I appreciate
Don't
you
do this
for
because
that.
y'all know I'm a crybaby.
Oh,
We
okay.
made
No,
it.
we're
We've
not
made it
gonna-
thus
don't
far
cry.
without a tear.
Don't cry. No need to cry.
And we're
But
not gonna do this.
I appreciate you, and I think that it's been a wonderful weekend. You're surrounded by people who love you. We love you so much.
I love y'all too.
And
Everybody.
good job coordinating everything.
No, thank y'all for showing up in green. Everybody looks so good.
You look good.
I tried.
You look good. Shine bright.
Like a
Like a diamond.
No, shout out to the whole choir that sung "Shine Like a Diamond." Where were we at?
We were right right by the
It was like a
That's
whole
how,
choir.
that's how high y'all was. Y'all was
Yeah.
just singing random Rihanna songs.
Shout out to the
And I didn't
popcorn.
know
It was
what the
out
hell
of
y'all
nowhere. It was
was.
literally out of
It
nowhere.
was a whole
Shout out to the-
5-part harmony that was going
Shout
on.
out to the
though. Like,
popcorn.
everybody just became
Shout
a
out to the
singer.
Running
Okay,
those
wait.
errands.
So about the friend thing, like, do you
We was
feel?
one of those errands
Do you ever
yesterday.
feel bad, like, when you have to like not be friends with somebody who's like not on the same level as you? Like, if they bringing you down with like
This is what I've learned. Friendships are special, and you should never neglect a friend because they're not where you are right now. But if you need to give that friendship some space, that is okay. If you have to disconnect from certain conversations from that friend, that is okay. Because you are in a different space. And they have not yet came to the space where you are yet. It's like last week when I was talking about running the marathon and your lap time. That lap time, you may got a good lap time. That may be a 1:16. But the next lap time, you got a 2:50. But you still got to run this marathon and make this mile. So just like in friendships, you may be a lap ahead of your friend. And it may take your friend a couple months, years, decades to catch up.
Right.
But once they do catch up, y'all can continue to run this race together. I don't believe in neglecting them. I'll still check up on you, still see how you doing, speak. But if our conversation can't elevate, then I can't continue to have the conversations all the time.
Because I used to feel bad about that. But since, like all of that, what you just said, that's how I started feeling.
Yeah.
Like if we're not on the same, if I can't learn nothing or grow from you, you're not friends.
Yeah, one of my, like, it's funny because I don't think that I became friends with everybody in this room until like later on in the college experience.
Yeah.
So like all my friends that I had like my freshman year, they either all dropped out or they just disappeared, and then I don't really talk to them now. But everybody in this room, like I don't think I met Bianca until like senior year, junior year, like yeah. So like, and then everybody else knew like student ambassadors like sophomore or junior year. Yeah. So like my first 2 years of college, I had a whole different set of friends, but they're not here, and that's okay, because the true friendships stay around. And I think that's a testament to everybody in the room.
That's real.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you really like outgrow people. I believe it's called outgrowing
Absolutely.
people.
Seasoned.
And seasoned. Oh, okay.
Yeah, seasoned.
Yes. But at the same time, I feel like me personally, like I can't take it personal when I outgrow someone. Like I feel like it's not fair. But at the same time, like you said, I'm growing, I'm elevating. Like what we thought was important like 2 years ago, it's not longer important to me anymore. At the same, but you don't want to feel bad and like keep trying to like bring them along because if their time is not ready, it's not ready. And so sometimes you do have to let go, like fully let go for them to actually grow. So,
amen.
Amen. So I go back and forth with that, like feeling guilty, but at the same time, it's like I can't, keep getting called up to the room and trying to get you on the elevator too. If you're not ready.
Everybody can't go where you're going.
But I feel like with true friendship, you have to respect that too, though. Like it takes a mature person to understand, like, we have to go our separate ways, and hopefully we'll meet back.
We'll meet back again.
Yeah,
when
meet back
it's time to.
I think when.
Give him a mic.
What about relationships?
It's the same thing in that.
Same thing. They said
that's
why
times
divorce is
10.
so high. That's what I heard.
That's times 10. Because I think that if you don't find someone that is willing to grow with you, or someone that is willing to go through hardships with you, and that's testing in the dating period. If you hit a rough patch, those signs are there early on. Like those are red flags, but sometimes we ignore them because this person looks good, I've never been in love like this before, this is all crazy. But they have these flags that you see, but you brush them off, and then those flags aren't going to go away because you ignored it the first time. This is like a red light. You can't just keep ignoring every red light. Eventually you're going to get hit. Someone's going to hit you if you keep running red lights. So that's the same.
I sure did give you that message a few weeks ago.
But
we're not going to talk about
We're not going to talk about that today. Too many red lights.
Yeah.
Too many traffic tickets.
Too many shelters.
But too many shelters.
Too many shelters.
Child, sheltering.
You have something you want to say? Yeah, of course.
Yes, T.
I think Titty T on the mic.
She is. I told you about that yesterday too.
I know.
I think that happened.
If it did, thank you. Merry Christmas.
Oh, can you hear me?
You got to come to the mic.
Closer,
Yeah.
at
Come close.
PYT3_. No, I'm just playing. Come on. I think the most important thing though is like you got to protect your peace too.
Yeah.
And you got to know your friends. Like me and Ro been friends since we was damn near 6. If we don't talk for a week, it's not personal. We going through stuff. I can't be negative while she trying to bring herself up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just gotta respect that. You can't take it personal. If I don't talk to you, I don't talk to you. It's not that I don't care. I just got shit I got. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's unedited.
I gotta, you know what I'm saying, take care of too, and it don't involve you. I can't drag you along to help me. I'm already heavy. Okay. So you just gotta respect your friends.
You gotta respect your friends, and that's funny because I text Ray the other day and said, "You don't love me anymore."
Right, because Ray does not call you, but we know we know he loves us. He doesn't
loves
call
us.
you back.
But I just had to check up on Ray because
you love us.
no, I understand because like I used to live that life too. In higher education, it's a full-time job. Like they think that you're just there with the students, but as soon as you leave, you just want to depressed because you got everybody else's issues on you that you're trying to take care of. So I understand if I don't get a phone call or a text, I don't FaceTime people all the time. Life is busy. Life is busy. But I just appreciate that whenever we all are in the room together, it's like we've never left. And like it's funny because everybody keeps getting added, or we get add-ons, but everybody just embraces people as a family, and that's why I think that's important. Open hearts. Shout out to my family. Yeah, shout out to my family. Shout out to them over there.
They came in, giving us hugs.
Yeah. Y'all know how we doing for Wayne. Y'all thought I was just weird. Kelvin's so weird, hugging everybody. Why is he so nice, weird boy? Let's marry him.
I read a post the other day, since the topic is friendship, though, and it was talking about how forgiveness is important, and forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean repairing the friendship. Mm-hmm. And for me, I always thought I can't forgive you because that means I'm allowing you to come back and do the same shit that I let you go for. Mm-hmm. But I realized that I can still have that peace of mind without letting that person back into my life. Mm-hmm. So it's just like,
That's what I put in my birthday post, unrequited forgiveness. I can forgive you. Unrequited? Yes.
Come on, dictionary.
Yeah, unrequited. It's not reciprocal. It's not giving back. Come on. You're just like, ooh, Kelvin got a typo. Edit. Asterisk. No, unrequited. It's not giving back. So I think that's a big part of learning and growing and being an adult. How to forgive somebody when they don't forgive you, and how to learn how to let go of that situation even when they try to be mean or shady or show disinterest towards you. I think that's important, especially like in a friendship. Like a good friendship, you can piss me off, but 20 minutes I'm be over it.
You and Chris?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Oh, that's every day.
Every day. Every hour probably.
Yeah.
There's
and then
something.
literally 20 minutes later, he'll send me a screenshot. We cracking up.
Yeah. Yeah. Or he wants me to come to his room. Speaking of this, why don't you ever, you live across the hall.
Right.
Why don't you ever come and show me a video?
What's because you already be up? Like I be in bed already. Like so, what's the point of me getting out of my bed if you still up? Like I'm actually in bed, like chilling.
Corbin asked me that the other day. He was like, "Chris will never come out of his room." I said, "No,
Not really?
No, unless he needs something to eat."
That's
then
it.
He's back.
Or I'm about to go to work. That's it.
That's it. He's like, "I didn't know he was here." I said, "Yeah, he was here." But anyways, yeah.
That was good.
So about like the forgiveness though, like I think for me, I think I have a hard time with forgiving somebody. Like not for friendships, but like for example, like my dad. Like I can't forgive him for anything that he's put me through in my life. Like I just can't, because it's like when I grew up, like my dad was horrible. Like he was an abuser, he was a drug addict, he was an alcoholic, and all that. Like all the stuff that you put me through, my mom through, my sisters through. Like I can't forgive you because it's like you're my dad. Like I'm supposed to look up to you, and you're supposed to set a foundation on how I'm supposed to treat women in my family. But when I saw what you did, it's like, how can I forgive you for that?
Yeah, I had the same situation with my dad, and it took me 4 years to like let that go because I realized I'm 45. Okay, I've just arrived. No, but like for years, like I really was like, my dad. He knew where I was. He knows who I am. He can pull up. He can find us. And my dad's on drugs. We talk about this all the time on the show. So for me, I had to understand that it's not me, that it's him. And as soon as I realize that, all I can do is love him through whatever he's going through, then that's only the best situation. Like I can't give a handout all the time. I call and check in every now and then, but I also have to protect my energy. I can't give you that every time. We can't have that conversation every time. So if I ignore a phone call, I need to protect my energy because I know it's going to end in tears. Him crying, because I think that's where I get my crybabyiness from. I'm a cry. Okay, what's up, cousin?
I would just say, to challenge the last thought process that he had, would be sometimes your parents teach you in their absence, and sometimes they teach you in their presence. I was about to say something about that, yeah. Because now you know, or not to say that you didn't already know how not to treat your kids when you have them, but you know exactly how that feels, so you wouldn't want to give that to somebody else. Yeah. And piggyback what he said, you can't carry his burdens because you already got your own, so you're going to be bogged down and you're not going to be able to deal with your own stuff. But definitely, you got to find that forgiveness, just the peace for you. Yeah. But because as long as you hold that, you won't be totally free and free to forgive and move forward in life. Yeah. And be the best version of you.
Because that's one thing I do appreciate about him. Like he shows me what not to be as a father and like what not to do when I do have kids. Because like I can't wait to have kids, so I can show them. Like don't ever leave your kids. Like don't do drugs around your kids. Like don't abuse your kids. Like I was abused growing up, and yeah, like that's what I really appreciate him for, like to show me how not to do that.
Yeah.
Can I
You
piggyback
learn
off
from
of
those.
that?
Uh-huh.
I have a 7-year-old daughter, and when I became a father, I had no idea like what was gonna happen. You know, like I never had a father in my life. The man that I thought was my father abused me. He molested me, so I went through a lot of different traumatic mental illnesses within myself, not knowing who I was as a man. And a lot of my friends that I talk to, I always say I just came into form as a man. Like, and people don't understand what that means, but like when I was 19, 20, I had no idea who I was because I felt like, you know, I never had a man figure in my life. I never knew what it was to be a man. And you have all these men around you that are so macho and masculine. You feel demasculinized because you feel like I don't have what they have. But, you know, being a dad, it really showed me like who I was as a man and what my daughter looks up to, you know. And it just began to show me who I was. I had a big issue with my mom because I feel like you told me this man was my dad and he wasn't my dad. And I was so angry and so mad at both of them that it just harvests all of this negative energy. And once I had my daughter, I feel like that was my purge. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was my time to cleanse myself of everything that I was angry and mad at because she was my second chance, you know? And I had no idea how to be a dad because I never had one. So it was like, how do I house this child? How do I be a man, a father figure to this child? I never had that example. And honestly, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just, every day you learn, like, how to forgive and how to move forward and how to build strength through your child because they are your second chance. And honestly, like, once you do have them, everything that you're feeling, it will all go away because your child's going to be your Band-Aid. Like, I feel like my daughter was my Band-Aid to all my wounds because everything that I wanted my dad to be to me, I am to her. You know, everything, every smile, every I love you, every hug, every kiss, every support, every girl, what you doing? Like, I want to just be there. I bought her an iPhone 7 Plus just so I can FaceTime her every day because I knew I was coming to LA. I knew she was in Texas, and I just wanted to be able to feel that energy through the phone because I knew that my dad never bought me a 7 Plus. You know, like I just wanted to.
Your dad, there wasn't a 7 Plus.
Well,
You
shut
get
up.
what he's
You know
trying
what
to
I'm
say.
trying to say. Like just those moments, I just wanted to be able to have, you know, and be able to relive in my mind. Like, you know what, I didn't have that, but now I'm able to be that example to this child. You know,
That's so good.
Yeah. Well, in the true spirit of the Get Right, from going something super intellectual and heavy and just needed to something completely inappropriate.
Wait,
so
wait.
go ahead.
I don't think I'm next.
Yes, you are.
Question of the day.
Oh,
right.
Oh, I put that in there just now. Never mind.
Don't even know the format.
I'm skipping ahead of the show, guys. My bad. All right. So the question of the day.
Who
I
came
wrote
up with
this.
this, you?
I came up with this, but I don't have my glasses on.
What's the one thing you want most in life?
Yeah.
But the thing you've done least to get it?
Yes, the least you've done to get it.
Say one more time.
So what's the one thing that you want most out of life, but you've done the least to accomplish that goal, or the least to go out and get that?
That's heavy on top of heavy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Real heavy.
I'm about to go into my journal. Like, damn. Hold up. Let me go unpack some.
I guess for me is acting.
Acting?
Yeah, because you know, like my last audition was in 2014, and I was so heartbroken I never went out again for another audition. Because like I just knew that was my I knew that was my role.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I guess for me, it's singing. I've always been told, like, I know that I have the gift to sing, but I've always been around people that kind of, like, push my gift to the side. So I just released a single, like, maybe 3 months ago, and it's doing I can't even believe it. When I log into TuneCore, I just be logging out because I'm like, that's not real. Like, that's not really what's happening in TuneCore right now.
Plug yourself. Come on.
Oh, so, yeah, you guys can follow me or find me on Tidal, Spotify, iTunes. It's Jet Finley. It's called Purple Line. I just released it, like, 2.5 months ago. It's my latest single.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
It's Purple Line. You know, purple, Purple, line, Line. And my name on social sites is Jets, like the plane, Jet. Finley is my last name, Finley.
Jet Finley.
And anyone else, feel free to hop in because this is something all of us need to have a moment of self-reflection where it's just like, I say I want this every day when I'm cursing my job, but why am I still at this
Every
job
job,
and
Eric.
not
Every
are
job,
you not
Eric.
cursing fluently?
TT, you got one? Oh.
I think, like, to the question, one thing I've always wanted to do was, like, go to the Peace Corps.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to do that, and then a family issue came, and I just stopped myself. I just gave up that dream. I was just like, oh, I'm not going to do it. My family needs me, or my brother needs me, and I keep putting it off and off and off. And the older I get, the harder it's going to be for me to just go off for 28 months to the Peace Corps and try to make water out of rocks type deal. Like, that's kind of difficult, but I really want to do that. But it's just like, that's the one thing I'm thinking about. Like, dang, I know I would be great at it. It's something I don't want to put on my resume. I want to put on my heart. But it's like, man, every day. That's it, for real.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
But you can do it. You can do. Can you do part-time Peace Corps? Or you gotta dive all the way in.
Come on, part-time Peace Corps. I'm dead.
Reserve, maybe?
You a part-time
Like,
peacemaker.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
You pick and choose the trips you want to go on.
How you
Like,
gonna
oh,
be
we
a
going to
part-time
Cambodia? I'm
peacemaker?
gonna miss the Cambodia trip. But when y'all go to Brazil, count me in. I got that one. TT, did you have something?
Oh, yeah. Whichever. This is close. I think for me, am I on?
You are on. Yeah, just talking to Mike, girl. It's on.
I think for me, it's happiness.
Mhm.
Like, I think it's that simple. I feel like every day we wake up, we like, you know, at least for me, I try to speak it. It's going to be a good one, affirmations, all that, because
Mhm.
I went through a dark period recently that I don't want to endure again.
Mhm.
So I think every day I try to always be like, okay, I want to be happy. I want this positivity. And when that one thing go wrong, it's out the window.
Mhm.
Like, I throw it all away. But it's like, why do you know what I'm saying? Like, why? So I don't know. It's a work in progress every day. But I think it's something as simple as that. I mean, yeah, I want to follow my dreams. Yeah, I want to open up my business. I want to do this and that. But it don't matter if I'm down the dumps.
Mhm.
So.
And that's what I have reminders set in my phone every day. I have 4 reminders in my phone every day. The first one says, be grateful. That goes up at 7 o'clock in the morning. So when I wake up, I say a prayer, say some positive affirmations like I'm great, I have a wonderful family, I have wonderful friends, I'm loved. And the second one is I am loved. And I look in the mirror, and that goes off at 1. So if I maybe look at my camera, it's like, I'm loved, for God so loved the world, He gave His only begotten Son, so that means you are loved too. And then my third one is just trust your dopeness, and that goes off every day at 4 o'clock. And I say I'm incredible, I'm special, I'm unique to myself. And then my last one, it says go get it, and that goes off at 7. And that's when I just say affirmations of what I want, the things that I need in life that day, or if in my career, just speaking positive energy. And those reminders go off every single day, and they help me. Yeah.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was so awesome.
Well, y'all set your own reminders then.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. No, I think the one thing for me that I want the most that I don't go out and do. I don't think that I'm assertive enough. I need to start working on being more assertive. And I tell myself that all the time.
I do too.
Yeah. Because I find myself in rooms, and I just chill in a room. Like, I can be in a room with so many different people, creatives and stuff. And I'm a people watcher by nature, and I'm actually really shy. People don't understand that or don't get that. I'm really, really shy. So, like, when it comes to, like, group settings like this, if I didn't know y'all, well, this is different because I'm talking. I can do a stage. I can do a stage of 500, 1,000 people. That's nothing. But, like, games, like going to the basketball games, used to terrify me. It is so weird. That's why I always go to the girl games. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but I always be early at the girl games because I don't like the big group of people watching me.
You used to come to the guy games to stroll and leave.
Yes, I don't. That's so weird to me. Like walking in front of big, large groups of people, or like being in a big social setting, really triggers anxiety sometimes.
I get it.
But if I'm on the stage and I'm in front of those people, it's like, let's go. I don't know. It's so weird.
It is.
You're not in as control. Like, you're
Yeah.
more control on the stage of yourself versus you having to go up and be around people.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You're adapting to that environment rather than making your own.
And I was telling someone else, who I tell I was an oracle. Did I tell somebody I was an oracle? Who did I tell that to? Y'all? I told y'all I was an oracle. I was like, I was on another edible. But I feel like I was an oracle. Because I really honestly feel people's energies and vibes and stuff. And I think in a big crowd like that, I can't control everyone's vibes and energies. And I think that's what it is. Like, get away from me. Like, what's it? Whippy and Ghost. Girl, you in trouble now. That's how I felt like I was in Whippy. Okay.
I think for me, it's my fearlessness. Like, I feel like I'm fearless to a degree, and to the outside world, people would be like, wow, you're really going off. Like, you're really just doing it all. But I know that there is more that could be unleashed. But it's just like, to fully unleash it would be to be completely vulnerable. And I'm still not fully comfortable with that because my art is the one thing that keeps me waking up every day, that and God. So to have that put out for scrutiny is like, if someone was to rip it apart, I'm not going to give it up because it's all I have, but it would hurt. Mm-hmm. So I feel like for me to be completely uninhibited would be super vulnerable, and I'll get there step by step, but I'm not there yet.
But you will be.
Right.
I think this was important to know that you will be. At the end of the day, you will be. All right.
He has something to say too.
Who? Keno? Hey, Keelan.
Hey, Dad.
Hey.
So, I think I really would want one in my life is forgiveness, and I know we kind of just like talked about that, but I have a different like perspective about it. So, like, forgiving people wasn't always a hard thing for me. It was too easy for me. Like, I used to forgive people way too easily, and that always invited them to come back into my life and bring just more drama, more bullshit, just more inconsistency, and that always left me hurt because, like, you know, my mom always says you have a really big heart, and I'm like, I know, but it's a really big weakness too because I can be too forgiving.
Yes.
And like for me, I've had to work so hard on protecting myself from people and having to be firm with them and being like, hey, like, you know, I know we're cool, but what you're doing over here is not for me. And like, I know I may like speak it now, but like it's taken a while for me to kind of build myself up to open my mouth and say, hey, you need to, what you're doing over here is not conducive to me. So, or if you've done something to me, if you've hurt me, or even if I've hurt you, because sometimes when we hurt others, we have to look at ourselves and say, well, I did something wrong. And what I did was not okay to you. And so forgiveness is something that I really want for people that I've hurt and for people that have hurt me, just because it's going to heal me totally. I know that if I can know that I've forgiven the people who have done me wrong and the people that I've hurt have forgiven me as well, I feel like that's like a step to holistic healing. So that's what I would want.
Yes, holistic. Keno, talk about it.
We got a degree.
Okay, I have to piggyback off that because that just struck it convicted me because I'm the same exact way. Like, I give people so many chances. Like, you could do one right thing to me. Like, we could just have a falling out like a year ago, and then you come back and be like, hey, Jay, what's up, you know? And I'm like right back to nothing ever happened. But then, like he said, they bring you more BS. And then you're like, dang, why did I let them come back? And it feels like it's more torture when they come back the second time because they've come with more baggage from other situations that now they're bringing into y'all. And it's like, it's crazy because I'm the same exact way. Like, I will forgive, but not realize, like, bro, you got to forgive them, but then let them go. You know what I'm saying?
You ever heard, like, Maya Angelou say, when someone shows you who they are, believe them? Like, that's true. That's very true.
Absolutely.
Like, just, like, when people show you their true intention, like, and their true, and there's certain situations where you can forgive people for, like, if they're truly, like, sorry about it, you know what I mean? But if there's something, like, I believe that you can be intentional with your actions. Like, we're all adults here. Like, if I know that you're doing something and you know that you're doing something that's detrimental to me and you and our friendship, then I'm not going to forgive you for it. I'm not going to be, nice about it because I don't need that to be around. Because if you're having a negative situation, trying to loop me into trying to gossip, yada, yada, stuff like that, that's drama and shit I don't need.
Right.
'Cause I stay in my lane. I do my business and I handle me. So I don't need nobody to kind of like turn me off my path or to try to attack me or bring any of that negative energy into my space. Because it's like those positive affirmations you say, those are like really, really big things that you have to focus on. And sometimes if you're too forgiving, you can kind of just be like, oh, well, I'm going to put other people ahead of myself instead of me.
Yes. Life and death lies in the power of the tongue.
I had a Maya Angelou joke, but I got in trouble for my Whitney joke, so I'm not going to say nothing.
What was the Maya Angelou joke?
You might as well.
Maya Angelou. That may be funny.
Whitney Elizabeth Houston. Wow, I'm in this.
Come on,
right now.
Elizabeth.
That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
Shout out to Maya Angelou.
What was it? What was
shout
it?
out to Maya.
Oh, you're not going to say it?
No, because she's a wonderful woman.
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
You will not disrespect me on the microphone. Or you can
good
see your ass
old
back
Maya.
home.
That's right.
All right, so are we now about to do it?
Yeah, now
so now it gets to If I Told You That.
Okay, so today's...
Which was, hold on, for those with the headphones, who was that?
I didn't really hear it.
No.
Who said Tony? Was that Ro?
That is Whitney
It's Whitney.
Houston.
Wait, do it again.
Because I love Whitney.
I
I love Whitney. That's off the Heartbreak Hotel album that my mama probably...
My Love Is Your Love.
Let me tell you something about Tawanda and why I like the music I like. She would play a cassette tape front and back until like the tape is thin. I have never heard so much Kelly Price, Deborah Cox, Whitney Houston, R. Kelly, Donnell Jones in my life. Marcellus can attest to this. Mom would play like one cassette tape for like a whole 3 months straight in the car. So we know every song, every ad lib, every bass line, every kick drum. Child.
So did y'all
Consistency.
dub over y'all cassette tapes? Because I did. I had the
Mhm.
TLC cassette tape,
Yeah.
and I would listen to 97.9 and like dub all the Slammer the Jammits
No.
on my TLC tape, and then turn the other side to the B side.
No.
And still have the whole like.
What was
cassette
your
tape.
first cassette tape you bought?
Missy Elliott.
Missy
Which
Elliott.
which album?
Oh, when she was sitting up against the brick wall.
Oh, Under Construction.
Yeah, under construction. Yeah,
That was
my
your first
one.
cassette tape?
Cassette tape. I got the CD when she had "She's the B Word."
Okay.
That
Oh,
one.
okay,
Misdemeanor.
yes.
Misdemeanor.
The
I
Real
think.
World?
Yeah.
So
yeah, yeah.
yours was
Or
a-
Missy So Addictive. One of those two.
Yeah, she had so many at like one time, so it was so confusing.
So yours was Bow Wow.
Mine was Doggy Bag.
Doggy Bag?
Was it? Yeah, you did
Doggy
say
Bag.
that.
What was yours? Or the first CD cassette you ever bought?
Oh.
With your own money?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Probably B2K.
B2K?
Okay.
Ro, what was yours?
Oh, shoot.
If anybody else knows this, feel free to jump
Was
in.
it
I just think
Which
it's
one?
random.
Which one?
I think I bought like a 112 cassette. Or
Oh
something.
my God! So much good music.
Yes.
But my first CD was Lloyd Banks.
Lloyd
100
Banks.
for More.
I think my first cassette tape was Big Willie Style by Will Smith.
Okay.
And then my first CD was Will Lennium, Will 2K. So Will Smith pretty much is the reason I'm me today.
I love
Thank
it.
you, Will,
that
for
makes
everything.
a lot of sense.
It does.
My first CD was 3LW CD.
Yes, 3LW.
I just, you know, Eric, I just knew it was like a Trina.
It was something,
You thought it was
something
a-
really
or
ratchet.
like a Foxy.
It could have been
Something
Lil'
explicit.
Kim.
but it wasn't.
Really explicit.
We had to get to that point.
You
We had
know?
to get there.
What was yours?
My first CD was Brandy Full Moon.
Brandy Full Moon?
Oh,
Jasmine, what about you?
Mine was either Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle,
Genie in a
or
Bottle.
Backstreet Boys all day over NSYNC.
Come on,
Oh,
Backstreet.
no.
Okay.
NSYNC over Backstreet. Sam, what was
Okay.
your first CD? Something Haitian.
Come on,
It wasn't in this language.
I don't even remember. Bro.
You don't. You never bought a
Think
CD.
about it,
Nah,
Sam.
my first one, it was Leo.
It was a Leah. Okay.
It's a good one.
What was your first CD? We going around the room, so get ready. Hope y'all had
Mine
time.
was Brandy Full Moon.
Brandy Full Moon. Y'all shared. Y'all shared it. Marcellus, what was yours?
The Eminem show. You was actually with me.
The Eminem. I remember that.
Yeah, it was good.
How did you get that?
I shouldn't have had it.
You shouldn't have had that. We weren't old enough to buy those type of music.
Yeah. I know every word.
Walmart. I tell you about it.
Right.
Aja. I said everybody, so I hope y'all got it. We come to the mic, people.
This is a pivotal moment.
The first CD I remember was Sierra Goodies.
Oh, that was a good one.
Sierra,
That was
my
a good
goodies.
one.
Yes.
That was good.
Oh, we got a millennial in the house. She said I never bought a CD.
What? Not one?
What was the first song you downloaded?
iTunes purchase.
Yeah, what's the first song you downloaded?
LimeWire.
LimeWire, yeah.
You don't know? Kim, what was the first one? You don't know?
Everybody.
Cliff? Cassette, 8-track if you go back that far. Whatever it was. What was the first record you bought?
Uh oh. Come
Uh-oh.
on. Come
Here we
on.
go.
Take your time.
Uh-huh.
Kumo D.
Uh-huh.
LL Cool J.
Oh, come on, LL.
A
for the last
3-pack.
one.
A 3-pack.
I bet y'all done had that 702
Auntie Trina?
CD though.
Which one?
702, the first one with the white letters on the album. It was 702.
Yes, I don't know what album that is though. But
I had
know
a
what you're
whole
talking
CD
about.
book.
I'm
Did
sorry,
y'all have
Cousin
the
Trina?
CD book?
Yeah.
I had a whole CD book.
Cousin Trina? That, JJ Fad? Supersonic. Kim, I don't know if you knew this, but I inherited half of your CDs.
No, you didn't inherit.
I remember having all these singles. Yeah, I had like a big, like a cassette full like singles like from Uncle Sam. I don't ever want to see you again. It is definitely somewhere at the house, in the box, in the basement. It is so many things. It's like Brownstone. I have like a Brownstone CD
Come
from
on,
you.
Brownstone.
I got like Drew Hill CDs from you. I know Confessions. There's all at my mom's house. Look in the basement. There's somewhere in my old stuff. Mom, what was your first which megaphone you bought?
Come on, Mr. No, you didn't. No, you don't do that.
That's what you're not gonna do.
Krista, just a mic.
I can read Isaac Hayes, but it wasn't a cassette. It was the 8-track.
The 8-track.
8-track?
Isaac Hayes. What song, Mom? It was so long ago? Okay. You just remember. Okay, Isaac Hayes. Okay, that works. Go ahead. TT, you tell us?
I don't remember my first, But I remember my parents was like, okay, you can get like one dirty CD. and it was Blueprint by Pretty Ricky.
That was childhood.
Really
That was childhood.
Ooh, that get everybody in the room. Jay, what was the first CD cassette you bought?
I like nasty music myself.
Mhm.
I did have a lot of MC Brains. I don't know if y'all see that.
I don't know.
All of that. Okay.
But we're gonna Google it later.
Right.
That's on the ride to Venice. Oh shit, what was Jay listening to? Excuse me, do you have Apple Music? Keep it.
Oh, I never did that. If I told you that, how did we get there?
How did we get there?
The Whitney conversation.
The Whitney conversation.
Okay,
but here we go. If I told you that.
Okay, today's If I Told You That. If I told you that you had to choose between getting uglier or dumber, what would you choose?
Choose wisely.
And why?
Uglier or dumber?
If you had to be more ugly or more dumber.
I would go with uglier.
I would go with ugly because at least I wouldn't be a dummy bitch.
Okay.
Beauty is
You
in
ain't
the eye
got
of
to
the
like me, but you will
beholder.
respect my mind.
Beauty is in the eye of the
And
beholder.
it's a lot of filters nowadays.
It sure is. Period.
I need that knowledge.
I don't want to see
But
how-
with either one, like I couldn't get I don't know. Like with either one would be bad, right?
Yeah, because I feel like if I'm dumber, if I look good and I still can get in the same room.
Doors open.
But if I'm ugly and I speak well, I still can get in the same rooms.
Right.
Are we talking about physical attributes?
Yeah, we talking about like
it's real superficial.
Yeah, you ugly now, so I guess you just.
You your daddy's son.
Your daddy's son.
Dang, I don't know.
I don't know what the limit on uglier is.
Yeah.
Like it don't
like
stop.
how much ugly?
Smack.
Like Quasimodo
Smack.
ugly?
I can't go outside.
Like Hunchback Notre Dame ugly?
How
or we
bad
like,
is it?
The Goonies ugly?
Right.
I hate
Gremlin.
people even say that you're ugly. I think that's such a mean thing to say.
I know
because
it's a horrible word.
It's
We
people
did
out
say
here.
that.
It's people out here that like really have cosmetic issues, but like have beautiful spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to have an issue with my on some real stuff. Like people would be like, "Oh, you're handsome, you're handsome, you're handsome," but sometimes I would look in the mirror and feel like I was ugly. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I didn't have the look or the aesthetic that other people had. You know what I'm saying? That everybody was so attracted to. But then I started to realize like, nah, I like my big lips. You know what I'm saying? I like my full eyebrows. I like my long nose. You know what I'm saying? Like things that people would talk about, like, oh, you got big old lips, but I love them. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm okay with that stuff that people would criticize.
Yeah. I was in 10th grade when I accepted my lips. I know that's great. Not like that. But no, I really thought they were ugly. I really didn't like my lips. I didn't until this like. I'm joking. Yes, I know.
You have a nice smile. Okay. And that we know you meant that, Sherman. Sincerely, you meant that.
Came out. Shay, you have a
Sherman's the
I'm a
dad.
very assertive person, so I say what I mean and I mean what I say.
Okay,
all
Dad.
The time, like,
Sherman's the dad. Father.
Look, they've been talking about me all weekend. Talking about my hair is nappy, my beard dry. You know, I'm black. Like it's just some.
I'm black.
But no, like
You wear bonnets.
I was getting tips like it's dry the scalp. I was like,
Yeah.
We didn't say that.
I felt that.
We told you to comb it.
But no, like I really would choose to be uglier as a sense because what's ugly to somebody may be everything to somebody else.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
Every pot has a lid.
you're right. And if it's
That's
missing
right.
that lid, we can find one.
That's right. You find a
Okay.
lid.
Makeshift lid.
Yeah. Yes.
Of course.
I feel like when you feel good about yourself and you love yourself, then that's when you look good. I feel like confidence makes sexiness. I don't care how bad people think your body is. If you love your body and you have confidence in it, it looks sexy. Once it looks sexy to you, it's going to look sexy to everybody else. I guarantee.
It's gonna resonate. Absolutely.
And that makes me think about this weekend again. I was told I need to do squats by somebody who's in charge of this show. He said my booty wasn't up to par, and I should go work out with somebody else who has a better butt. You know, but it's okay. You know,
Service flat
good thing I
back.
have that confidence, right?
Service
It's getting
flat
real up in here.
Kelvin.
Feeling his birthday.
Calvin just got one and getting crazy.
Marcellus wants to say his.
I feel like you better off being dumber.
Why?
I'm gonna make
Go
myself
ahead.
dumb because first off, dumb people have the best lives because you don't know what you're missing out on.
This is true.
Ignorance is bliss.
This is true.
If you ugly and smart, you know you ugly.
But I'm dead. I'm dead.
That's
right.
Yep. Make me dumb.
Because you can realize it. That boy said, "Make me dumb."
Yep. All those arguments. I'm like, shit. Maybe I should say ugly. Damn, I'm superficial. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm choosing to be an idiot.
I'm gonna ride
Don't
with
be
that.
dumber.
That worked.
Yep.
That
I
was
am
good.
not gonna denounce my intelligence. Absolutely not. I'm ugly.
I could at least work on it.
I'm
Hopefully,
ugly.
I mean,
Don't make me dumb.
this is gonna be a fight. I'm gonna have to
We
try.
need this to be intact. Mind, body, and soul, not the face.
Yeah.
Like a 4, but my body's gonna be a 10, so then it's gonna work out great.
Right.
Balance each other out. You gotta have some type of compromise.
Checks and balances.
The Bible say, "Come as you are," so they're gonna take me for as I am. Okay, take me or take me. Don't take me at all.
Come on, Mary.
Okay. As I am, I have nothing at all. Let's go.
Okay.
That's a real word.
We have to pay for music on this show. Thank you so much.
We okay.
Yeah, we
It was
said-
under 25
we
seconds,
said,
so
yeah,
we
I said
good.
a few seconds. I know the rules.
We good. But I'm just
Fuck Mary, she ain't doing
next
no
time.
chicken commercial.
That's Kendu. Kendu gonna come for your check because you know he needs it.
Yeah, the Burger King commercial.
Oh yeah, the Burger King.
Chicken.
Where's Bianca?
Breakfast. Whatever
Crispy
she was saying.
chicken,
fresh
lettuce, green cheeses,
And I was
dressing,
dead.
wrapped up in the pasty, flour, tortilla, crispy chicken.
And
That's our
my
part.
career
Cheese, lettuce,
is over, so I signed this
tortilla.
contract
You
to
know.
get some
That was my
more
song.
I was shocked that an unsung did not come right after that. I was like, Mary, no.
Biopic.
Right, girl, on Lifetime.
You know
Mary,
the
what?
best fast food commercial though?
Which one?
Last night I heard you creeping, tiptoe, tiptoe. Ooh, girl, I know your secret. You remember that McDonald's commercial?
McDonald's about the
Last
chicken
night-
nuggets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's the best commercial ever. The best fast food commercial.
I'm gonna give it to Mary.
I'm gonna go with Mary too.
She was singing about it on the
You
table,
gotta-
and it was nasty.
on the table.
Oh, because I went to taste it, and I'm like, girl, you
She
lied.
was so upset. You don't listen to the cricket rap.
Right. I hope you got your check, but this is nasty. Stop endorsing it.
Okay. No, Gabrielle Union with McDonald's. I'm dead.
She did it with McDonald's too.
Gabrielle Union did a
Gabrielle
McDonald's
Union?
commercial.
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I don't remember that.
she had
But
a
hers
burger.
is cute. Hers is cute.
What was
Yeah,
she
she
talking
didn't eat no
about?
burger.
She just like chunked the burger and grabbed it and did her little Gabrielle Union thing. She needed though, you know.
Right.
Since
I
ain't
don't
even no
remember that.
McDonald's
It wasn't
burger.
chicken.
Dwayne was like,
But you
"Baby,
know
don't
what?
eat
I
that."
really didn't think about that. If they offered me a chicken commercial,
Wait, which brand? Would it be Church's?
they gotta be Popeyes.
It gotta be
Okay.
Popeyes.
All right,
yeah.
fair enough.
I would do a Popeyes commercial.
Popeyes or KFC?
Me and that black lady right there is pouring
I can
spices
do
and
KFC.
stuff. Sweet tea.
No, not sweet tea. Did you get your flavor in your cracker?
I would do.
Sweet tea.
Have you had Bojangles?
No, I refuse to eat
so
there.
overrated.
I refuse to eat at Bojangles
You
because of the
why?
name.
Picnic grits.
The name just,
Picnic grits.
I just don't.
It made,
Yeah.
There's a
Bojangles
song.
and Cane's are the most overrated restaurants.
Bojangles is great.
I don't
Cane's.
eat.
I don't remember.
Oh, they have a
I
chicken
don't get
tenders.
the name.
Bojangles is good.
Bojangles
It's
is also a
overrated.
song by Pitbull, which goes hard.
Does it?
Jigga jigga, call that girl Bojangles. Bojangles is great.
Bojangles is good.
Have y'all heard the actual original Mr. Bojangles song?
Probably.
No.
It sounds oppressive. What is it?
It is oppressive.
Mr. Bojangles. What is it?
Do you know who Mr. Bojangles is?
No.
Probably a slave.
He was a slave dancer, actually.
I knew it was oppressive.
He was
Which is why
entertainment
I'm not-
for
I was
the
about to say,
slaves.
Well, I'm not eating that.
But
no
here's the thing
Bojangles
about him: he could
But
tap
did you
very
take
well.
part in Black
he could tap
Friday?
very well. He could tap, huh?
No, I was talking to Kelvin.
Oh,
Sorry.
he could tap very well, but he was like the slave, like he would entertain the white people. His name was Mr. Bojangles.
Oh,
And then they kicked him out of the house, and he became
Y'all over there
homeless.
eating they
and all
chicken
that
and
good
biscuits.
stuff.
And it's
Look
so
at you.
good. Why?
Wait, don't make us feel bad for eating Bojangles. Did you participate in Black Friday?
I mean, eat Bojangles.
No,
Oh,
I was with y'all.
you didn't buy
We went to
nothing
Wetzel
Black-
Pretzel. That's all I bought.
All right.
He would have if y'all wasn't here.
He
Sure,
would've.
sure to
He
ran a
would've.
whole
You know he
month.
a shopaholic.
Okay, well,
Bianca,
eat
we
Bojangles
sung your
then.
favorite song.
You said what?
We sung your favorite song.
So sad. What was it? Which one?
What's in the new chicken wraps? Told you.
I'm dead.
Sung it for you.
And that's why Mary is not around for that
Her new song
commercial.
is good.
Was it good?
What new song?
It was all right. All right, guys, let's get into Uniquely Speaking.
What you got for us this week?
Well, I changed it at the last minute because my Uniquely Speaking was Your Village, but then Chris obviously saw me right inside the doc and decided to change whatever I had to
I'm
fit
pretty
whatever
sure
he
that
had.
I wrote
this is why you
mine
don't write in the
on
doc.
Monday. I'm pretty sure I wrote that on Monday.
This is why I don't write them because people
And
steal
you wrote
my
that what, last night probably?
People
get that
steal
one,
my
so
ideas.
that makes sense.
And then they want to call me the Carla Farrow of the show
Oh.
when I'm definitely the Steve Harvey of the show.
I don't know
Eric.
about that.
I am definitely the Steve. And
You're the Carla.
right now,
Yeah,
you're acting like J. Anthony Brown.
That's fine. J. Anthony Brown has a better. He has a better
you're
role.
acting like
Wait,
that.
no. Because by process of elimination, that would make me Carla.
You are now
And
Carla.
That's what I'm not.
Because you're not
That's what
Cheryl
I'm
Strawberry. You don't have the strawberry letter. Now you can be Junior.
No, I'm gonna be Steve. I'm the only one with words on that document.
He does do like 90% of the document.
Congratulations, Steve shows up. Anyways, all right. So, uniquely speaking, was going to be about your village, but I just think that, which is here and just the importance of friendships. But I feel like y'all covered that for me. So I think I'm going to use like an oldie but goodie and just mesh some old things together, and just the secret life of a plant. Now, everybody knows that plants grow from dirt, and it's the process, right? So you have to plant a seed, you have to water that seed. And then you have to nurture that seed and let that grow into what it needs to be. And that's kind of like how our life is. Like when we have a seed or an idea, we plant that seed. Like a lot of people, like TT said, want to start a business, or I want to start singing more. I want to get back into acting. I want to just do these things that I have not been doing thus far. So the seed has been planted, right? But then as soon as that seed gets planted, what goes on top of it? Dirt. So that's the other things in life that come that you may not have seen coming. That makes seem that gold get a little darker because sometimes when we get dirt on top of us, we feel like we're being buried and we can't see what is exactly going on over us because it's so dark. But in actuality, we're just being planted. That dirt is just soil to help us grow, to help us get more things. And then what comes after that, it has to be watered, right? So that water is those tears and those things, those emotional healing that helps that seed grow. And then once that seed starts to pop up the top, you start to see a little bit of leaf. And that's like, oh my goodness, this is great. Now I'm doing what I need to be doing. I have some things. And now you're starting to build that career. You're starting to water it more. You're starting to nurture it. And then guess what? It starts to overflow. And he was like, oh, snaps, I have to cut my plant now. And then people like, why are you cutting your plant? Because it's too big for the pot. Why don't you move your plant to a bigger pot? I think that's what we forget. So many times we start getting so big in our own things and in our own time, in our own cities, in our own careers, that we're like, well, I think I've reached the top. No, Ma, you got to move to a bigger plant. There's still the bigger plant vase. You can move to a bigger pot. And I think that sometimes we forget. So water your plant. Make sure it's nurtured. Don't feel like you're being buried. You're only being planted. When it grows and you feel like you need to cut it, no. Pick up a new pot. Move to a new city. Take on more tasks at work. Ask for a raise. You've done the work. You can do it. They know you didn't. If they don't give it to you, guess what? Moving the plot, man, that's what mean moving the city. Change your job. It's okay. It's okay. You've done it before. You've been at zero before. We've all went to college. We've all struggled with ramen noodles. We know what we. I'm pretty sure everybody knows the price. We've all had food stamps because I know I choose the system. Okay.
Amen.
Hello.
So when your pot just feels like it's too small, big up and move, replant, regrow. Simple things. So be like a plant. The secret life of a plant.
Better go off. Give me
Let's go, Kel.
Right.
Give me gel.
Come
Yeah.
on, TD James.
Come on.
All right.
Pour into my vessel. Yes, sir. Yeah. I'm empty, Lord. Who needs church when we're right here at the
At the Get Right,
better
okay?
promote.
Yes, come on.
Every Sunday, get a little bit of ratchet and a little bit of
A little
soul
Jesus.
stirring.
Right.
All the time.
Keeps you good.
Right.
Well-rounded.
Jesus loves
does.
ratchet.
He
I
sure
think that
does.
Jesus was ratchet.
If he made water into wine,
That is my whole thing. Jesus made
I'm
water in the
going
wine
He had
at
a
the
vision.
party.
He had a
So that
vision.
means that Jesus had fun.
Don't keep the party going.
He had fun.
It's all good. It's
So that's
Christmas.
why I feel like we
I'm
can
here.
be ratchet in the name of the Lord.
I'm here. It's Christmas.
Ratchet.
Because he knows
I've
my
been
heart.
born again.
hmm
Gonna get it.
All right, so this last 15 minutes, guys, where are we now?
How are you now? This is the start of more life. Your friends and family are here. How are you feeling?
I feel super full. I'm super full of happiness. I'm super humbled. I'm super filled with joy. Because I keep saying this, but not only did I ask y'all to come Thanksgiving weekend, y'all bought plane tickets out here, which aren't cheap. And I do appreciate that. Y'all also sacrificed Thanksgiving with y'all family to come out here with the second group of family that we've made. And then even my family coming out here because I know I missed Grandma's sweet potato pie this year. So hopefully she makes another one. just outside for Christmas or something. I'll grab me a piece. But then also I made y'all wear green, and nobody, even though some people questioned it, but y'all showed up in green, and I appreciate that, like, wholeheartedly. So the struggle is real. I know, but it looked good on you. It looked good on everybody. The green just looked good. It was a vibe.
Looked like money.
Yeah, looked like money on the rooftop.
I'm mad your videographer didn't come.
I'm mad my videographer didn't come neither, but he's gonna pay me my money on Monday. It was a lot of stuff that was already paid for. It just went to shit on the day of the thing. But oh well. It was a good time, and I feel like it was where it needed to be, and where it was supposed to be at the end of the day.
What was it? Outkast said you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather.
That's right.
There you go.
And it was a thunderstorm. But thank God we live in Los Angeles and it's sunny in November.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah,
it got chilly at night, though.
It did get chilly.
Yes, it did. I had to bust out the fur on these boys.
A little. No, but I'm honestly good. I cannot complain. I have a new outlook on life. I'm ready to grab 25.5 by the horns. And 25.5, this is my 5th time turning 25. Yeah. So I'm ready to just grab it by the horns and just experience all that it has. I know Corbin was talking the other day. He said, like, your first 10 years of life, you're learning just life, and then your second 10 years of life, you're learning how your parents taught you life. Your parents are teaching you life, and then like in your 20s, you're learning your own life. Like you're doing your trial and errors. Like this is your test to find out who you are, make some failures, and do the things that you were gonna bump your head on. But in your 30s, you kind of learn a little bit. You know a little bit. So now it's time to apply all those lessons that you've learned from the last 30 years of life. So I'm excited to start applying those lessons and see what happens. Yeah, I'm good. So where's everybody else? Where's everybody else at? Christopher? Shay? Ro?
Where am I?
Everybody. When we ask where are you, just how are you feeling with your new outlook on life? Like, well, how are you going to this next week ahead of us?
This next week ahead of me.
Where are we now?
Oh man, this was the refresher that I needed.
Mm.
Like I said, it was my spring break from adulting.
Mm-hmm.
So all the popcorn and everything was awesome.
Shout out to the popcorn.
Shout out to the popcorn girl. No, so yeah, just feeling refreshed. Like you said, just good energy. All my friends are doing awesome things. So like you said, like challenging. Like what can you do? Like what's my next hurdle? Me and Sam were talking about that when we first saw each other at the airport. Our next step. So yeah, right before we got married.
Yeah, right before y'all married. Yeah. Congratulations,
bro.
Congratulations.
Did the divorce happen or no? Y'all still married?
When is the divorce? Sunday? Is it Tuesday?
When is it the divorce?
The divorce is Tuesday.
When did the divorce happen, or is it not happening?
I got a lot to say. You guys really got married? That's so beautiful.
Girl told me it was just for a day.
Where are we now? And
I didn't know that.
We first like saw each other.
Nothing, Sherman. Nothing.
It's a hater on the line.
They gonna stay married the whole weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah,
and you ambushed her divorce.
No, I didn't.
She was not trying to tell Sam she was getting a divorce.
That never happened.
Now Sam knows.
This conversation never.
Now
happened.
this is
real messy.
This is really.
It could have been amicable.
Never happened.
It could have been.
It could have been.
Hold on. Let me do my Men in Black. This never happened.
Okay, for those who don't know, me and Sam got married this weekend, so I can get his military benefits. Okay.
That's lit.
That's
just for the weekend. Just for the weekend.
That's the finesse.
The system is surely working out.
Yes, it is.
And then when Sam goes back on Tuesday, divorce.
Yeah.
Damn, Sam.
That's all right.
Till homecoming.
So homecoming.
Yes, homecoming.
Oh, okay. That's a whole year.
Do y'all got that that benefits plan where anybody can use your Medicaid card? Just give me the call. I need to go to the orthodontist and get some work done. Just give me the call and I'm gonna get y'all the money. Because anybody can use it. Anybody can use it. All you gotta put me is on the little list. My name on there. We Gucci. I'm sliding in. I'm trying to get them porcelains like
yeah, like Takashi.
Like Takashi, the big horse teeth.
The big ones.
Right.
I want your biggest teeth possible, please. Thank you so much.
The pearliest white chicken.
The pearliest whites, get extra large. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Schnapp.
I'm just thankful. Like you said, just thankful.
Just thankful.
Yeah, just thankful, man.
This was the week for it.
It was for various reasons. And like you said, leaving our families and stuff like that. My grandma was kind of pissed. But I was like, no, Grandma, no. This is my other family. Like, these are good people. And I don't regret 1 second of it. All right.
Thank y'all for coming. Yeah. Where y'all at, Shay? She just here? So guys, people in the back, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Nobody else? What's the outlook on the week? Come on, people.
I'm in a great space, man. Oh my gosh. Like my first time in LA, I never thought it would be this dope. Like for real, this is a great space to be in mentally, emotionally. Like we did leave our families, but I'm grown. I can do what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, nobody's gonna make me feel guilty. Like my mama was like, you need to be around your family. This is family. This is my alma mater, and then some.
Plus Jasmine, because she went to school with us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's alumni and friends. That's what we do. You know. So I'm in a great space, and I just love being around y'all. So yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah. Anybody else in the back?
Go ahead, Keno.
This has been a fantastic trip. I was slightly upset that I was the youngest person on the trip, but that's okay. It was all good. I was really fortunate enough to take in so much from so many people. Like I told Kelvin, I was like, Kelvin, I'm really nervous because I didn't go to K-State. Like I don't know any of these people. Like he was like, trust me, you're going to leave with more friends than you came with. And I think that's very true. It's been amazing. LA is fantastic out here. Like the energy, the vibe, everything is fantastic this trip. It was a little complicated to explain to my mom, hey, I'm going to LA to go visit a guy, but but it's
what's his
okay.
name?
She was
Where you
just like,
from?
who is this man? Like, how do you know him again? Like, it's just a lot, but it was still great. Thank you for inviting me.
No
Thank
problem.
you for bringing us all here together, because literally I would not have come to LA had it not been for you.
Oh, well,
so I
appreciate you coming. That's my son, Keno. I gave birth to him. Look, you got the glasses.
Congratulations.
That's my son. Oh, Lexus, you got something to say? Oh, okay, the Lexus, 21.
I feel like this is a good way to spend my 21st birthday.
Mhm.
And with meeting all of y'all, and it just like kick-started me to getting ready to finish college.
Let me brag on the Lexus. Hold on, let me brag on the Lexus. Lexus, when you graduate? Not hopefully. She graduates this May.
Wow. Yeah.
She graduates this May. Lexus just turned 21 on the 4th. Okay. This is what, your second degree? What you got? Your second? Your bachelor's. So you got your associates and all that stuff already. So go ahead, Lexus. At 21. You know what I was doing at 21?
Black excellence. Yeah.
Child. In the hall. I flunked out. I flunked the whole semester.
You still had on them colors?
I still had on them colors.
You was still giving
I came back with a 3.5.
You was still giving tours?
Because I did so good my freshman and sophomore year that when I flunked that whole semester, it didn't bring my GPA under a 2.5. I was still like at a 2.8-ish.
You was still getting stipends?
I was still getting stipends and stuff. God is good because I really flunked out a whole semester. When I say flunked out, W, F, 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 W, W.
Oh.
What classes weren't I taking is the answer to that. Yeah. But God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
I just want to say...
Did James Burrell know?
James Burrell probably did. Yeah, he put me in his office.
Oh, okay.
You know, what are you doing?
Okay.
Get it together.
Them cufflinks.
Yeah, with the cup flying. Big coupling.
That coupling.
But yeah.
I just want to say that this has been an amazing experience for me. I'm all about energy and connecting with amazing people. I just met everybody in this room like a few days ago. So I'm new to LA. So this is like super cool for me. I'm grateful to even have met Kelvin.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm grateful to have met Kelvin. Everybody in here, like, it's just been cool. It's great.
Cool.
Is it?
I don't know what happened.
He was, I heard it. Now I'm like,
it's episode 60. It's episode 60 of the Get Right.
I was gonna hit the 60.
I was like, I didn't know what was going on.
Someone wasn't paying attention earlier.
Sorry, 60th episode.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Beyonce flow.
Chris, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. My nephew and my sister are out here, so I've been spending time with them too. And I'm thankful for y'all as well, because like I didn't know Rose, Shay, Sherman, Bianca, Ray, Jazz. I didn't know none of y'all until I met. Like I remember meeting every last one of y'all. I met you when I crossed. I remember I met Shay. She called me weird. I remember meeting Ray and Sam. They were the first person I met at K-State. I met Ro on Twitter. I met Bianca at the CAF. Like I remember meeting all of y'all through Kelvin. So like y'all are like my friends too. So like, you know, I'm thankful for y'all, and I'm in a good space too. I'm still trying to find a new job. That's my last goal of 2018.
Okay.
And hasn't happened yet, but
breaking mic.
yeah. So, but if that doesn't happen, then 2019 that's my first goal. Is to get a new job. But
Y'all better not leave here and not talk to me. I'm gonna cry.
No.
Y'all better text me all the time.
I think
because I'm gonna send y'all text messages.
We won't reply, but just know the love is there. It may take us a couple weeks.
Reply.
Do you have
It may take a couple weeks.
Get on Twitter. You can talk to us on Twitter.
Who, me? I don't talk on Twitter.
Twitter's the best social media app. I love
It
Twitter.
really is.
Yeah.
That's cool.
that's cool, but I'm not.
But I talk on regular personal talk, like not Twitter.
I think
that's cool.
All right, y'all gonna let me finish the show?
Okay, because we got 5 minutes.
Oops, sorry. We're sorry, Eric. We're sorry.
Period.
We're gonna be quiet.
Bring it back
okay.
in.
It's cool. I'm grateful. First, I'm glad to have you guys here. I told Kelvin that I was sorry I couldn't make his event, but like the energy that he has, that he exudes all the time, is only gonna bring him love and support. So I can feel it in this room that you guys truly love Kelvin, and I can see he's like beaming. He's so happy. So I'm glad you guys were able to come and do this with him. And I'm grateful. I'm working this job. I'm really trying this adulting thing.
How many more months is left?
I was gonna say, how many months are we in?
Yeah, and left.
I got Nike flip flops and weed. I might not leave.
So you may stay.
I may just for a little bit.
You need to stay. If that was Thanksgiving, imagine Christmas. Imagine
New Year's. Imagine your birthday.
You need to stay.
Imagine your birthday.
Absolutely.
You need to stay.
What?
Eric, on your birthday, get your birthday pen.
Right.
As soon as you open the door.
Hey,
yes,
make
right
sure we got lights on it too, so they know.
And right in the middle, Eric's
birthday.
Yeah.
I'll get you one.
What did Jennifer Hudson say? I'm not going.
I'm not, and I'm telling you,
I will be clocking
this
that
is the
whenever
best
they put
job
me on
I've ever
shit.
known. This is the way I could ever go.
So I'm grateful. I'm happy. God is good. My life is what I'm making it, so it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everything. So yeah, that's it.
Well. Doing,
yes.
yeah.
And as always, you can catch me. Thank you. As always, you can catch me on Instagram at The World According to Eric, Twitter and Facebook at Eric Devontae, and Snapchat at Picasso_3.
And you can find me, KB, on Instagram at Kelvinology. That's KelvinoolOgy. Also, make sure you check out the latest episode of 6 Degrees on Sexpiration on HollywoodUnlocked.com and YouTube.
And on Twitter and Instagram, you can find me at CCCA.
Hold on, we get everybody else to do their...
Everyone else.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Hold on, because I know that's how it ends. So it's like, do you want everybody else to get an Instagram?
My Instagram is he is Jet Finley. It's period. He
Anyone
is Jet Finley.
Anybody want to follow her?
At Ro Wallace. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Officially, C4 is IZZ.
If you're looking for a beautiful, single, young black man
I am about
who
to
loves the Lord, who loves everything
the
about
Lord.
life, has good good sense of fashion, good head on
Put
his
yourself
shoulders,
out there.
KTRL_11. I'm here for
I'm here for it.
KTRL_11. There you go.
BlackPeopleMeet.com. Yes, indeed.
You good?
Christian Mingle, baby. Get you one.
Okay.
Get you a piece.
Nobody else want to shout out their Insta? Nobody want to follow?
Shout out to my mama if she, whatever.
Shout out
I've
to
always
my
wanted to
mama.
say that. Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to my mom. All right, Chris.
All right, yeah. So you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at CCCAW_. And as always, guys, I hope y'all got right.
That's right. Get right or get left.
Bitch, you better get right.
Hey.